rolling.
Winners, losers. It's psychedelic, bro. We won, they lost.
Carton and Roberts on SNY and WFAN is presented by Grubhub.
Including what, again, it's a bit of a tease for us Jet fans, but the kid, Zach Wilson, looks great. And I say that knowing that the Jets have already been decimated with bad news and injuries. SNY is now with us. What's up? SNY on TV. Always good to have you guys a part of the show. Jimmy's in Levittown on the Fan. Jimbo, what's cooking, baby?
Hey, guys. After spending like 24 hours preparing for a storm, I figured I'd sit back and watch the Giants play and see what we look like.
Sure.
And when I turned on the TV, and I guess I must have missed something over the last 2 years about how good cohesive this offensive looked, because we decided we're not going to play anybody.
Right.
And the problem here, I think, is they're scheduling these midweek practices with other teams, and maybe they're going off that more. But by God, this is not fair to the fan. It ain't fair to the fan who has to buy these games.
Well, yeah, but hold on for a second. Preseason has never mattered. The only time we get into it because it means football's back, so that's fair, yes, every year. And if you have a new quarterback, obviously your interest is peaked even more. But it's not like you can't be less relevant than it ever was.
Yeah, but they still charge season ticket holders. They're forced to buy them.
Change.
Wait a second. Because
you can't bitch for that today. It's not a new thing. Come on.
I disagree mostly with what you're saying, but I understand it. But here's the problem: when you're Joe Judge, when you're Steve Nash, or you're any coach in this league, your job is not to appease you or me. It's not to make the customer happy. It's to win. That's what it's about. Right. So Joe Judge is.
And I understand that.
Okay. Well, that's what it comes down to.
The fact of the matter is, this team's looked like garbage for 3 years on offense. This guy needs reps.
Yeah, but I'm with you on that.
But here's where I think you guys are misguided on this. Just because you see something on TV doesn't mean that's the most important place for Daniel Jones to grow.
No, but you can't. Every player that's ever played will tell you can't replicate a game.
Yeah, but it's a preseason game.
Can't replicate the speed of a game.
Well, obviously, Joe Judge doesn't agree with you. And he's not alone because Sean McVay doesn't agree with you. Have you seen what he's done with the Rams over the last few years?
There's what? I think some of it's sometimes different based on who the player is and what the experience is.
Jared Goff.
No, well, so if you say to me, I'll give you my example first. Listen, I don't need to see Aaron Rodgers in the preseason. Mm-hmm. I think we all accept that, right? Okay. Yeah. And I'm just using the Giants. I don't care about anybody else. Daniel Jones last year threw 11 touchdowns and 10 interceptions.
Yeah, he had a year in which he moved backwards.
The Giants' offense was putrid last year. They had a couple weeks in a row where they played better, yes, but they were terrible. And I know Barkley was out. So Saquon's back. They brought new weapons in. Right?
And by the way, would any of those new weapons played yesterday? Would Kadarius Toney have played? Would Saquon Barkley have played?
And I don't argue with you
Kenny
on it.
Golladay
It's just a matter of whether or not I think that when you are – listen, this is a make-or-break year for Danny Jones.
100%.
So we're on the same page and all that crap, right?
Yeah.
I would think, just my sensibility, you don't have to agree. You could have your own sensibility, of course. But when I have a struggling quarterback going into year 3 that the team is now built around, and I've brought in new weapons and this and that – I'm not saying play the whole game. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying put him at extra risk of getting hurt beyond what the game itself already brings to the table. But damn it, I want that guy on the field
Craig,
in real action.
You're ignoring the fact that there are now 3 preseason games.
Right.
Joe Judge has made the determination not to sit Daniel Jones through all of them. He's not McVaying it completely. Daniel Jones is going to play the 3rd preseason game.
Well, we have to see that.
He's going to. He already said it.
How much is he going to play?
A half, probably.
All right, so...
But why are you deeming that, or why is anyone... And it's different to say, and I get it, hey, I'm a customer... I bought tickets yesterday.
I'm not saying for that reason.
Yesterday doesn't count. The game was in Cleveland. This is what Joe Judge and a lot of NFL coaches over the last few years have taken into approach to this.
Yes.
Where they don't think these preseason games are important.
I want to be clear about what I'm saying.
What?
It's got nothing to do with the price of the ticket. It's got nothing to do with I'm paying the
to
same
you,
for
it
that
has
game.
to do with getting Daniel Jones ready for the year. And I think what
Yes.
Joe Judge is telling you and Sean McVay has told you and a lot of coaches around the NFL have been telling you the last few years is we don't think those games and those reps are as important as you think.
And
they
I'm
are.
saying I disagree.
Okay.
That's all. But it's
there's
not about the money. I don't care. That's never going to change.
I agree.
Never
That's
will.
a set
That's it.
thing. Look, it's the same thing with resting guys in the NBA, which you brought up with the
Yes.
commissioner last week. At the end of the day, the organization's job is to win a championship, not appease people on a Tuesday night.
Correct.
And so Joe Judge is making a determination. And this is a big year for Joe Judge. We talk about it being a big year for the quarterback. Joe Judge is still on his honeymoon.
Yep.
If the Giants don't make the playoffs this year, the honeymoon is over.
Yep. And you need a new quarterback.
So he's
Most likely.
So he's making a determination. Okay, we have 3 preseason games. You remember how many preseason games there were last year? Zero.
That's
There were none.
COVID-based, right.
I get it, but there were none.
Right.
So he's making the determination, and there's no right or wrong answer because we've seen some coaches say, "I want my guys to play." We've seen some coaches say, "I don't want them to play at all," and we've seen some coaches say, "I want to play them a little."
Yeah, well, I'm just
Joe
telling
Judge
you,
is just a part of that trend.
my sensibility is based on performance. And I think Daniel Jones needs more reps. You know,
Come on,
and
in a preseason game?
Yes.
You don't think there's a lot
Yes.
of importance in doing this in practice
importance,
and
of
the
course there
scenarios
is.
that can be created,
But you
even the
can't-
live practices you have against other teams?
I'm telling you, you can't. There's just you ask guys that played. I never played, but every guy I've ever spoken to that played said the one thing you cannot replicate, as much as you try to.
In fairness,
is that.
and you know what else you can't replicate?
Go ahead.
A regular season game.
Yeah, but preseason's as close as it gets because it's real.
It ain't close.
The bullets are real.
You've watched it. NFL players have said it. It is not the same.
I disagree
So I
with
think,
that.
look, there's a lot of pressure on Daniel Jones. I agree. One thing that's going to be necessary are those weapons you talked about need to be out there. Like, is Saquon Barkley going to be ready for week 1? We haven't gotten a straight answer about that. Is Kenny Golladay healthy enough for week 1?
I have no idea.
So some of these key weapons that are a big part of why Daniel Jones is going to take the next step, and I won't even bore you with the offensive line because we all know that.
Because here's what's going to happen, potentially, right?
Yes.
So the Giants come out of the gate, and the offense is not clicking.
Right.
I'm not saying you got to score 40, but the offense looks like a mess. Let's just say that for the sake of this conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And someone on the team, it's going to be Danny Jones or whatever, player, a coach, a coordinator. Someone's going to say, we need a couple weeks to, get in a rhythm.
And you're going to cite the preseason.
And I'm going to come back and go, you could have gotten in the rhythm if you had actually taken the time to play.
Yeah, but what about
in
the
games.
guys that are unable to play? Like,
Well,
even if
you're
Daniel
not
Jones
able
was
to
out
play,
there.
you're not.
Well, no,
what
but,
am I going to do?
But you agree that's a part of some of the issues the Giants are facing right now?
Well, I think the Giants are being uber cautious with some guys, and we don't know the answer on some other guys. But to me,
Their two best offensive players are hurt right now.
If they're not available, the Sunday after Labor Day, they're playing a real football game. Someone's playing that position.
No, I understand.
So my point is,
I think you're overrating
let's get
it.
reps.
I get you. I do think
Reps.
I do think you're
Let's get
overrating
reps.
it, and you're going to get reps
But
because what
promise
Joe
me
Judge
this. Promise
said
me
is that
this.
they're going to play the
Okay.
third week.
Promise me this.
I will promise you.
If
what?
and when it happens, and if you're a Giant fan, I hope it doesn't happen because it means your season is getting off to a bad start.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody affiliated with the New York Giant franchise says something to the effect of need a couple weeks,
No.
whatever it is, then you have to say, Craig, you're right.
No, I won't say you're right.
No,
what
I'm
I'll
gonna write
say
this down.
is
We're gonna
that
sign an
excuse
agreement.
doesn't work, is
Hold
what
on.
I'll say.
No.
I don't buy the excuse of, it's early in the season, blah, 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 blah. I don't buy it. Like, Daniel Jones needs to play better. The offensive line needs to play better. I don't know about Saquon Barkley and Kenny Golladay. I guess we'll see about their status for week 1 against Denver, but I'm not going to buy that excuse, nor do I think any Giant fan is going to buy that excuse.
Okay, I signed it. Just sign the
I'm
bottom of
not
that.
signing it.
No, you have to sign it.
I just told you
It's
I'm not
an
buying.
agreement between me and you. It
And what's
says
the agreement?
we need a few more reps and weeks. Just sign that.
No.
Just sign the bottom
I don't
of
buy it.
I think you should sign the bottom of
Going
it.
to play a bulk of the final preseason game, is that not enough for you?
No.
What's enough for you?
It's not enough.
What's enough for you?
He should play in every single game.
Have you cited the rest of the NFL, or does that not matter to you? Is it a one track? I'm only looking at the Giants.
No.
Like, do you look at what
I said, if the Green Bay Packers decide that all-pro Aaron
What about
Rodgers,
equivalent
I
teams?
understand
Forget
that.
Aaron Rodgers. What about
Okay.
other equivalent
Well,
teams?
twofold on that. One, I don't care.
Exactly.
B, I would say the same thing about the Jets if they weren't playing Zach. So I want to be consistent.
Zach Wilson's different. Zach Wilson is a rookie. Daniel Jones has spent 2 years in the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't think a preseason game against the Browns. By the way, how much did Baker Mayfield play in that game?
Baker Mayfield's a different story. Baker Mayfield's a playoff quarterback in the NFL.
So that's the sighting of it?
Well,
It's got to be like...
give
if
me
you
a
hit
guy,
that,
I'll tell you.
By the way, you were the guy who said Daniel Jones was great last year.
I love Daniel Jones.
He moved up. Jason Garrett had a great year calling
You know
plays.
when I stopped loving Daniel Jones?
When?
When Madden gave him a 74.
That was when you turned
Then
on
I
him?
said to myself, maybe you got this one wrong. I admit when I get things wrong, I'm not always right. I'm usually
You
right.
admit when you get things wrong?
Yeah, because here's the problem with it. A lot of times I'm not proven right for a period of time.
Right.
And much like you said earlier, that when Deshaun Watson becomes a Dolphin this week, you'll say as much
I
as
would
I've
say it.
Hey, you know what? You had that one. It took you 7 months to get it, but you had it.
Well, there's a lot
So-
of things you're proven wrong about, but you don't like to cite it after it happens. Would you like to give me a few examples?
I don't remember that
Well, I'll
happening.
give you one. I'll
That's
give
since
you
you and
one.
I started the show.
Well, I'm citing you and I
want to
doing the
cite
show.
me back from 2009.
No.
I guess I could have gotten
I'm going to
something
cite
wrong.
this year. You told me
What did I say?
the Nets are going to get to the NBA Finals. You were wrong about that. That's number one.
Well, they got hurt.
Number two, you said Kevin Durant was going to go to the Knicks. You were wrong about that.
Well-
Number three, you congratulated me on the New York Mets winning the National League East.
Congratulations.
That's number 3 or 4. You said the New York Knicks were a fluke at the All-Star break. They probably won't even make the playoffs. You were wrong about
They
that.
didn't win a playoff series.
They were in the real playoffs.
They won one playoff game.
I understand, but they were
They didn't win
there.
2.
They had home court advantage.
They didn't win 3.
You went from they won't make the playoffs.
Yeah, they
So-
barely did. They didn't, that doesn't even count. They
So
won one
without
game.
even, you said the Yankees were soulless. That's another one.
They were.
So without even breaking a sweat.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you 5 examples.
You have to remember, Evan.
And you haven't
Mr.
admitted any of those, by the way.
Mr. I try to remember everything when it hurts Craig.
I remember
You have
everything.
to remember this.
What's that?
That you have to allow some of my takes time to marinate.
I let all of those marinate.
They always come through.
So Kevin Durant's going to be a Nick when he's 42? Is that your prediction?
That one's not going to happen.
Oh, that you've given up on that one?
That one I got to back off on.
Maybe he'll coach the Knicks or something.
Maybe they're right. Maybe he decides to coach
It
them.
might take 10 years, but you'll be right.
And you would cite
Maybe
that
he buys
saying,
them.
I told you.
Maybe he buys them.
He buys
He
them.
ain't got that kind
Well,
of.
he already owns your ass, so I mean, no need to buy.
Hey, take it easy. Take it
First
easy.
off, you have to take that back
He's
because
back.
that's not an accurate statement.
That he owns your ass?
No, listen, dude, you went to the second round of the playoffs. He's done nothing here.
Has Kevin Durant lost to the New York Knicks
He
as a
hasn't
member of the
achieved
Brooklyn Nets?
anything here.
Has Kevin
So
Durant
let's not talk about
lost?
he owns the
Well,
Knicks.
he owns the Knicks, yeah.
He hasn't achieved
And
anything.
he also
as
owns
a
your
Net.
attention, the fact that Mark Berman needs to write an article yesterday. The Knicks plan to go after Durant and Kemba Walker. Dude, it was 2 years ago. You didn't get him. Stop publishing this garbage. Like, nobody cares anymore. He didn't pick your team.
Slow
It's
news cycle.
over.
It's a slow news cycle.
Oh, is that what it is?
But don't blame me for what Mark Berman writes.
That's true.
I never even met Mark Berman.
I do find Kemba very likable. And I always have, so I give you that.
Because Kemba also said everything right at the press conference.
was great.
I'm home.
Yeah, good for him.
I just want to go home.
I hope his knee holds
That's
up.
all I want to do is say, why you have to wish injury on a
No,
guy?
I didn't. I said I hope his knee holds
That's
up.
why people don't like you.
Dude, I said I hope it holds up.
Yeah,
I'm rooting for him.
But in saying that, it's
No,
like,
no, that's not true.
hey, I hope James Harden doesn't hurt his hamstring again. Walk, walk.
I'm not winking, though.
Yeah.
I mean it.
No,
I
you
hope
winked.
Kemba's knee is okay.
No, that's douchey. You
It's
can't
not
talk
true.
about.
I don't mean it that way.
You
Why are you taking
backhanded suggested
No.
that Kemba's going to have an injury.
No,
shame on you.
No.
That's a local legend
by the
right
way,
there.
I
that's
like
why
Kemba.
That's why people don't like the media because of that.
I didn't say anything. I
hope
like
he doesn't
Kem-
get hurt again.
No. He missed the last few postseason games. He's had a knee issue over the last year and a half. I hope he's fine. I mean it.
Coming home.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You know, you're on TV. People can see that, that douchey face of
I
yours.
like Kemba Walker. I don't like the Knick fans. I admit that. I don't like you.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of Knick fans, but I actually like Kemba. I think he's a good dude. I hope he's healthy, and I hope the homecoming works. To
You
a
like
certain
that
extent.
female fan at the Steeler game who punched that dude in the face. What was that guy supposed to do? Now, it's an interesting quandary because you don't hit a woman ever. So the dude's standing up there. There's the gal and another dude, and it's going back and forth.
Yes.
She draws first blood.
Clearly, clear as day, she makes the first
I
swing.
just wanted a sandwich. They drew first blood.
Yes.
So she cracks the guy, right?
Yes.
You could see the guy hesitates. He's like, I'm not going to hit you. You're a woman. I was raised right.
Well, you know what he did, which was
But then
really
hold on.
badass? He took his glasses off.
The other guy then started getting involved. He sleeps the one dude. Pop, pop, pop. The dude's out. Oh, cold, out. Good night. And the guy at the high ground.
Yes.
The high ground never loses a
High
fight
ground is overrated,
in a
Craig.
stadium.
High ground's
This
overrated.
punk lost the high ground, got dropped. So then the girl's like, oh, I'm Layla
Yeah,
Ali.
she was going after
Come
him.
on. So she tries to Layla Ali him. He cracks her one. And now everyone's like all up in arms. that this guy who they're calling every bad name in the book, punched a woman in the face.
Well, a couple of things.
But to be fair,
hear in the video,
she laid him.
She definitely took the first shot. He didn't want to respond by punching her, and you hear people screaming over and over again, she hit him first,
yes,
she hit him first.
Did.
So you had the crowd basically telling the officers who were finally coming down, hey, she started it.
Bunch of rats, but they were right. They happen to be right.
Did you see the way he so politely took his glasses off?
Glasses come off.
And then,
but Evan, you could see it if you watch the video.
He doesn't want to punch
50
her.
times.
Yeah.
He's like, he goes and he pulls back. He's like, I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
I'm not gonna do it. Pop up. Oh, that's it. Now I got to do it.
Yeah.
But the other dude gets slept.
And
the dude's got. I've told you a million times. Never fight at a stadium or arena if you have the low ground. It's typically an unwinnable spot. But this guy was like, I know I got the low ground, but he must have sensed this dude can't fight.
Well, but that's the caveat.
He must have sensed like,
if you
pop.
If you had the low ground against me in a fight, you're still probably going to beat me.
Yeah, I'm not a fighter so much, Evan. I'm a lover.
Sure you're not.
But yes, I would size you up, and I'd probably say it goes against my sensibility here, but...
You know what it is? You know what high ground, low ground is? It's home court advantage in the NBA. You have an advantage, but you can lose at home.
Come on. Please don't do that. You can't
what's wrong with that?
Just stick with we're just talking about a fight. We're talking about a fight.
You an
we
example.
We don't need a sports analogy. We got people brawling at games.
But you don't think that's an accurate analogy?
No.
That you have the advantage, but it's not bulletproof. Like if you're a better fighter than the other person, like if you're a better team.
Like if you're Milwaukee.
If you're the Nets playing at Madison Square Garden, sure, the Knicks have a better chance
again,
to
that's
win.
why you're not. People
well,
like
you cited Milwaukee.
Well,
you started
brought up the NBA.
You bald-headed SOB. Why'd you bring up Milwaukee?
You brought up the NBA.
Okay, you want to do the NFL?
I'm just following your lead, Captain.
It's the Jets
you
against
said the home court's not a bulletproof. Okay, I like Milwaukee and Brooklyn. I'm aware. That's all. Well, I mean, you brought it up.
It hurts.
Was I not supposed to go there?
Dude, it hurts. It's
in
fine.
any event, so the dude's getting all kinds of flack now because he did punch a woman.
Is the woman getting any flack? I mean, she started the whole thing.
Social media, like social platforms.
Yeah.
Like you said, there are people going, they're using phrases I would rather not use, but essentially she had it coming because she punches him, he doesn't hit back, and then she doesn't stop. So eventually he's like, I got to defend myself.
Do you notice that once every 3.5 days there's a fight video from a sporting
I've been
event?
a lot lately.
Now,
it used to be just Jersey Malls.
You're right.
Now it's every sporting event.
Do you think it's because everybody films everything, or do you
Yes.
think as a society we are fighting more?
Well, I think both. I think there are more fights, more inebriated people also. And I think, like, if you want to go back, I said to you this before the show, like in the 1950s, people wore suits to games. No joke.
So there weren't brawls between two guys that were all suited up?
Hi, Buffy. Hi, Miffy. How are you? Oh, yes, the driver's outside. I can't wait to see the Giants play the Dodgers.
They had their pipes.
Huh?
They had pipes and whatnot.
They had pipes.
They did.
Here's the get of a fan of the 50s, really 40s and 50s, right? Fedora, not just any suit. Your Sunday's finest, the three-piece jobby, the Windsor knot on the tie, the pipe, and one other accessory, which I, to this day, find fascinating.
The monocle?
The monocle, partially, the newspaper.
Ooh.
They were that bored by baseball. They were
Dude,
reading
if
the
you go back
newspaper.
and look at any of those old, like, stadium
No,
photographs.
you're actually right about that. Yeah.
They must have sold the paper outside the stadium, I'm assuming.
Well, think about it.
Daily News, 5 cents. Daily News, 5 cents. 5 cents. Daily News.
Well, don't you also think, like, back in the day, most games were day games. So we're in a different society where they're day games.
Right.
And maybe people are leaving work, coming to work, taking the train, and most people would get newspapers. Like, that was a common
thing. I think
thing.
they treated it the way a lot of people, older people of your ilk.
My ilk?
Wealthy suburban
You're
people.
30 years older than me, dude.
Okay. I'm talking about wealthy suburban people.
You're wealthy. I'm wealthier than you now?
Your family wealth. Generational
Family
Robert's wealth.
You're right.
A lot of people, I got to get back to my train.
Yeah, what were you trying to say?
They viewed the game like people viewed going to Broadway.
When did that change?
My generation, I think, changed the dress code for Broadway.
Was that recent?
Because when I was
forget
a
Broadway.
kid-
I'm talking about baseball games.
No, I
sporting
think it's the 60s changed it.
The 60s changed it.
I
People
think
started realizing, wait a second, why am I dressing up to go to a
The
game?
era of the 60s, the free love, the experimental drug use, sex, all that stuff, music changed dramatically in the 60s.
Broadway, I remember even as a kid having to dress up with my family to go to a Broadway show.
You
So
had to
that's
put
a
on your
recent
khakis
thing.
or your slacks
Yeah.
and your little Evan Roberts tie. You probably had a bow tie. Oh, look at me, my bow tie.
I did not have a bow tie.
Yeah, he probably had a guy with his hand up your back doing fake ventriloquist stuff.
What?
Oh, look, Howdy Doody's at the Broadway show.
Howdy Doody.
Yeah. Who brought Howdy Doody to the show? Yeah. Les Miserables. Howdy Doody's a Les Miserables. Anyway, yeah, I think the 60s changed everything. Because if you think about it, Elvis Presley, when he was on TV, there was an edict, you can't you show him live waist down.
Right.
Because, him shaking his hips was the devil.
Right.
Right? And then all of a sudden the 60s hit, counterculture hits, drugs hit, music changes significantly post-Beatles, obviously, as the Beatles come to America. Hair lengths change. The war changes things.
Sure.
Right? Vietnam changes everything. And all of a sudden, you're like, wait a minute. I'm putting on a suit to go watch the Brooklyn Dodgers
Right.
or the new team, the New York Mets, right?
Right.
Like, no.
There's no part of you that wants to go to a sporting event dressed like that?
Never.
I mean, it's kind of intriguing.
Never.
Just once or twice, not
Never.
every time.
And I don't want to talk sports on TV wearing it either. It's one of my biggest pet peeves about televised sports.
That's different. I'm talking about going to a sporting event as if it was 1955.
Why is James Brown wearing a suit? Why? We're talking football.
That part I don't
with
disagree
four
with.
knucklehead football players
Correct.
who are also wearing suits.
You should go cash.
Why?
I agree with that.
Yes. Right?
Yeah,
oh,
no,
look,
I'm with you on
Boomer's
that.
got a new seersucker. Great. We're talking football. I'm not saying you have to be a slob either. I'm not saying show up in a tank top with wing sauce on your shirt.
This one bothers you because I've heard you mention this before.
It. I can't stand
No,
it.
I get you.
Because it makes no sense.
So what should people wear? Like, what should Boomer specifically wear when he does the pregame
I
show?
think you wear, a decent pullover. I'm not saying it's got to be like, some type of, name brand or anything, but, casual.
I'd love to see every former player wear their jersey from when they
See,
played.
I wouldn't.
That'd be cool.
Like adults shouldn't wear jerseys to work.
Well, that I disagree with. That's the definition of casual.
No.
Can I wear a jersey to a game? Is that okay?
You listen. Whatever you want to do is
No,
okay.
I'm
I have
asking in
rules.
general. You just ruled it out.
Yeah.
You just said
I think
don't
that's
like
where you wear
people-
jerseys. You wear a jersey to a game. I'm
Only
with you.
only to games.
Again, I don't care.
No, you're making rules because you
I'm
just
saying
said.
on TV.
No,
I don't want to see
No.
a 60-year-old
Craig.
white guy who played football 40 years ago wearing a $2,000 suit to tell me about the 3-4 defense.
I agree with you, but then
I don't need it.
You hit people listening because most people listening aren't on TV. You said, I don't like when people wear jerseys to begin with, to work.
I said
right?
to work.
What's wrong with that?
Well, I think you go to work, you should probably have a little more respect for the people
What
paying
are you wearing?
I'm wearing my totally fire Muhammad Ali shirt.
People's champ with jeans, like you're cash, which is great. I'm cash too. I got
should
a
be on
hoodie
TV like this.
Which you are.
This is right now. I should be on TV.
Right.
I'm tan. I didn't shave. I don't care. It looks pretty good. I shaved my head yesterday. I have a nice Muhammad Ali shirt on.
You couldn't wear a jersey?
I've lost a couple pounds.
No, you haven't.
And I've got some jeans on. This is TV.
Can you wear a jersey?
I would choose not to.
Can I wear a jersey?
You can do whatever you want. You're an adult. It's like we said when I was away. You're a grown-ass man. Do what you want.
Okay.
I'm not telling you what to wear.
I mean, it sounded like you just lectured people
Now,
not to wear
if you
jerseys
told
to
me,
work. That's what I
especially
thought I
like-
heard.
Well, we have a different kind of job, dude.
No, I agree.
Like,
but, okay, anyone
Go work
else?
for Levinson Oxford in New Jersey. Good luck.
Yeah, but in that case, you may have to
No,
wear a
I just
suit
picked
and
it
tie.
randomly. Tell Citibank you just hired you. I'm wearing my Jet jersey on
No,
Friday.
but then
Good luck.
But there's a dress code where they do have to dress up.
Right. Now, you work at TGI Fridays. Normally you wear a referee shirt, but you wear a jersey.
Yeah, I've noticed
It's all
Off
good.
Sunday comes every once in a while.
Yeah. Foot Locker. Dress up like your favorite referee. That's it. Right? There you go.
That
Who's
is
your
true.
favorite referee?
Ed Hockley.
Good. You could work at Foot Locker. Bang. Just got you a job.
I don't know why Ed Hockley's
Because he's
my
got
favorite.
the pipes.
It's the guns. Yeah.
He's got the guns.
And you know what else I liked about Ed Hockley? He appeared to really love his job. You know what I mean? Like,
He was
wasn't
jacked running on national TV, and everybody was like, wow, look at
But
how great
he
this guy looks. I would love my job,
But
too.
Zoo, he also had that look on his face of, I'm so happy to be here.
Well,
I'm about to call a penalty, everybody. Watch out. 10-yard penalty, automatic for, like, it's just, he loved it. I appreciate
he projected
people who,
confidence. Though.
I respect and love when people love their job. Like, I realized I still love this job, even though I work with you now, because by Wednesday, I was like, man, I miss Craig. I miss being on the radio with him.
Now,
Let's
the
go.
real question for you, if we're going to have this conversation on the radio, is how early Thursday or Friday of last week did you miss me?
While Joe was here?
That's
never
the real
missed.
question.
Never
That's
missed
the
you.
real question.
Never missed you.
Like, at what point Thursday were you like, God, we're still talking sports? I mean, doesn't he want to hear about my vacation plans?
Is that what you think happened?
No, I'm just asking. Like, that would be, hey, I really miss you. Like, Friday at 3, I was like, I love seeing him, but I really...
I'm sorry. I'm not going to give you the answer you want. I love you, pal, but I had a good time reminiscing. I got him Albert Bell. He was very excited. And I mentioned you to Albert to see if he would give me any reaction. It appeared as if he had no idea who you were.
I told you that was going to be the case.
But he was really into chess. You were spot on about that.
Yeah.
Guy plays 1,000 games a month, he said.
I told you.
Online.
I told you he'd never remember me because this goes back to 1992, 93. And, he was a master chess player.
Yeah.
So how did you ask him? And what manner did you ask? I didn't hear it.
I said, I hear you're an amazing chess player. In fact, you played with my partner, Craig Carton. Are you really that good at chess? And he blew you off, like ignored the existence of Craig.
We played like 3, 4, 5 games.
And chuckled and did the humble, I'm okay. And I said, really, you're just okay? And then when he cited, well, I play 1,000 games a week. And then Joe said, are you better at golf or chess? Albert didn't even hesitate. He said chess.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
He's the greatest chess player I've ever played against.
Yeah, he's amazing.
And I played him 30 years ago.
All right.
Like how I told you was
I wanted to put your name out there just in case. Maybe he had a story.
No.
Oh, that bald guy?
No, I wasn't bold back then.
Oh, that young-looking,
That
handsome devil?
22-year-old, youngest guy in America doing full-time sports talk on the radio. That guy? Oh, that's right. I played chess
And then
with him.
Albert also destroyed Jacob deGrom, basically claimed he's faking injuries. I mean, he was rough.
Well,
Well,
I always liked Albert Bell. Even when they called him Joey. 877-337-6666. There's an SNY fan choice poll that's up right now, sponsored by Duncan. Tri-State runs on Duncan. Here is your poll. It's an easy one this week. A or B? Has Evan Roberts given up on the Mets this season? Yes or no?
I have not given up on the Mets. Me merely saying I think they're dead doesn't mean I've given up on them. We have a very different definition of what giving up means.
You said season's over.
Yeah, I think the season's over. Do you think the season's over?
Not for my Yankees, no. I think they're alive and well. Matter of fact, I think they're going to win the division at this point.
For the Mets, do you think there's
That's why I picked them, because I knew what I was doing in March. Carton, you're the mush. Oh, you picked the wrong team. You like me now. To cast your vote on the SNY fan choice poll and answer, when Evan said publicly that the season is over, do you define that as giving up? I say yes.
So do you think that most Met fans listening have given up? Because most Met fans think they're dead.
Yes, I do. SNY.TV/vote is how you vote on that. I do. I'm not picking on you.
That's not giving up, though.
No, it is. It's probably not worth arguing because you're wrong.
No, but like in general in sports.
You don't want to die on this hill. This isn't your hill.
No, but I guess I want to bring it back to the Jets then. Like, you and I agree the Jets are not going to win the Super Bowl this year.
I mean, odds are they probably won't.
No, see, you're playing a game now because you don't want to admit I'm right. That's the problem. You're playing the game of semantics. Well, yeah, gee golly, you never know. The Jets are not winning the Super Bowl this year.
Says who?
There's a better chance the Mets win the division than the Jets win the Super Bowl. Do you agree with that statement?
A 40-year-old quarterback with a torn MCL won it last year. You're telling me the great Zach Wilson can't do the same?
A 40-year-old quarterback? He's the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
That's the one you're citing as the 40-year-old quarterback with a torn
MCL. Played every game and won a Super Bowl.
Wait a second. Am I crazy? Do the New York Mets... Wait, Loogie, who has a better chance? The Jets winning the Super Bowl or the Mets winning the division?
Sports, it's not a fair comparison.
No, it's a fair question.
The Mets have a better shot at winning the division than the Jets have of winning the Super Bowl.
No.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
You said the Mets were done. So, therefore, by
think they're
default, the Jets have to have a better chance.
Do you think the Jets are winning the Super Bowl?
They might.
They might. They might.
They might. I haven't given up on that yet.
I mean, I love you, bro, and I appreciate that optimism because I go into every year with that hope of you never know.
I didn't give up on
I'm
that.
a Jet fan, too. I go into every year with the hope of you never know,
I'll tell you
but
this.
honestly, I don't think they're winning the Super Bowl.
I'll give you this.
And honestly, I don't think the Mets are winning the division.
Yes. But you haven't said the Jets are dead yet this year.
And by the way, me tweeting something at 1 a.m. while half drunk on ices that have whiskey in it or whatever the hell my wife put in it.
Well, was it vodka or whiskey? Now?
I was like, I don't remember. She put it in. You think I know?
Well, there's a big difference in taste between vodka and whiskey. Any vodka, any whiskey, there's a distinct
I
taste.
don't think I can tell. Honestly, I don't know if I can tell.
So now you're not sure what you
I have no idea. Well, I have to ask her. I'll ask her. You want me to text her?
I mean, like, because you told us the whole story earlier that I bought, that you had vodka in the
some kind
ices.
of alcoholic.
But now you're saying it's whiskey.
You had a plain icy, man.
You might have just had a plain icy.
Yeah.
It was definitely not a
with
plain
NyQuil.
ices.
Yeah.
It was not NyQuil.
Well, she NyQuil.
There was something strong in those ices. I just forget what it was.
They're Luigi's ices.
Luigi's. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh. The blueberry one, too.
Blueberry.
Yeah.
People say that tastes like alcohol all the time, man.
Stop it. I'm telling you, she's
Look at
spiked
that. This chat room's dedicated to that. So maybe you had nothing. Maybe she placeboed you.
So now you're saying I had nothing on it?
Well, I mean, you can't say I had vodka and then an hour later say it was whiskey. They're so distinctly different.
What
There's no
type
vodka in the world that
of
tastes like any
alcohol
whiskey in the world.
did you put in the Luigi's?
Yes.
All right, she's going to tell me. And then I'll have the answer. She did it. I didn't do it. She
At
put
any
it
point,
in.
do you think that you will live a lifestyle where you get to pick your own drinks?
So here's the thing.
Or make your own drinks?
And
or know what you like to drink?
So you hit on the last part. If we went out to dinner, the Mets, we're going to that suite, right?
Yes.
The Met game, SNY suite?
Yeah, well, that's going to be different because it's probably, I mean...
Oh, we can have a drink there or no?
I don't know that they're splurging for booze
Let's
other
just-
than maybe a six-pack of beer.
Hypothetically, there's an open bar, right?
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
You better tell Kurt Gowdy now there better be an open bar.
Kurt,
and some
hypothetically,
Shake Shack.
there's an open bar.
Yeah.
I would probably go to you, not Loogie, not C-Mac.
And say, what do I like?
And say, what should I get?
Fair enough.
And you would, because I know you, would jump at it. Like, oh, I know what you'd like. And you would pick the drink for me.
Yeah.
If the next day, Lugauer said to me, what did you drink? I would say, I have no idea. I got to go ask Craig. That's the same thing as what happens when I drink with my
Except
wife.
wouldn't you, if you claim to have really liked this frozen drink,
Yeah.
wouldn't you say, hey, honey, that's delicious. What is that?
So I was more enamored by how great the Luigi's ices were. It really didn't matter what it was spiked with.
Got it.
We
Probably
also-
vodka. Makes more sense.
We also
to
did some Jell-O shots. That was a lot of fun.
me. Gel shots is always vodka.
Yeah.
Nice.
So then it was vodka.
Yes.
If you're telling me Jell-O shots are always made with vodka,
99% of the time,
then
Jell
the
shots vodka.
Luigi's 100% had vodka in it because I think that's
unless
what we
you
had.
guys bought some Pennsylvania grain, which I doubt.
No, I doubt. It's the vodka.
Yeah, probably vodka.
So what
you
was
can't buy grain in New York. You got to go to PA to buy it.
Oh, and we didn't drive through Pennsylvania either.
No?
No.
I would have thought you would hit it at some point.
Jersey Turnpike right to Delaware. Visit the president. He's
Dude,
probably doing something
they
there.
sell grain
Down
in
to
North
Maryland.
Carolina, too.
Oh, do they?
Yes, they do.
Then I guess I could have gotten it.
Everything south of Virginia sells grain.
What
It's
is it like?
really
What is it
moonshine.
like? The Mason-Dixon line?
It's 180 proof.
No, the Mason-Dixon line is in what state?
Mason-Dixon line's in Georgia.
No, not even
South
close.
Carolina, West
Not even-
Virginia.
No, you're a mess.
Maryland.
There you go. Maryland.
When did they move it?
It's always been there.
Did they move it? 1865.
Oh, is it a slavery thing?
Well, it was the differentiation between
North-South?
the North and the South. You don't know the Mason-Dixon line?
You're saying that the South was everything south of Maryland?
Yeah, I was confused by that, too, because you don't
And
think
we
of
still
Maryland.
won?
Oh, we had more people.
That's crazy.
And more arms. Geographically, you look at the map and you say, whoa, the South had so much land.
Why, they had
That's not
they
people.
that many one-armed men?
Yeah, no, that's not what he meant.
That's not what I meant.
I know.
Is that what I said?
877.
Oh, arms.
337.
I get it now.
6666.
You're very witty.
I'm just teasing you. By the way, good news. Mookie has been taken care of. And the first ever WFAN meat draft is now set in stone for the Tuesday after Labor Day, whatever that date is. And we have, I think we're up to 8 guys in the league. So
I have breaking news. I'm sorry. I have been informed it was rum that was put in the Luigi's ices.
Oh, boy.
It was
that makes
rum.
sense, too. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Like a rum runner type drink. Okay.
Yeah. So there
That's
you go.
very Caribbean-esque, Bahamian-esque.
Yes.
Yeah. What type of rum?
God, now I got to ask that?
I'm going to assume that
Definitely clear.
Malibu. She went
Clear.
Malibu for sure.
Type of
There's no doubt she went
I'm
Malibu.
going to
Back
go
down.
Captain Morgan.
Maybe, but that's a spiced dark rum, which is an easy purchase if you don't know rum for sure. My gut is at Sweet Tooth. She went Malibu.
All right.
Okay.
I'll let
Because
you know what
Malibu's-
chances.
Who doesn't like Malibu?
Oh, it's great.
Especially to
bottle.
mix with the
yeah.
sweetness.
I'm going Malibu.
Dude, whatever was in it was awesome.
Yeah.
And because the ices are so good, then you mix it with the strength of it and the fact the Mets can't get a big hit with guys on base. It was so necessary.
How many of those did you have during the game?
I have the answer.
Well, she could have gone Mount Gay rum, too. I could see that. It's an inexpensive, cheap
What'd you
kind of
say?
Mount Gay rum.
Mount Gay rum. Never
I'm
heard
thinking
of it.
she went Malibu.
Final
My vote's
answer?
Malibu. Malibu's my final answer.
The answer is Bacardi.
All right.
Oh,
Light?
Okay, you want me to ask that?
definitely clear Bacardi for sure.
Yeah, Bacardi.
Yeah. She went Bacardi. All right.
Yeah.
Good purchase. Solid
Good job.
purchase.
I think I had
Bacardi.
1.5, if I'm not mistaken.
1.5 what?
Ices with the Bacardi in it.
So you might have had like a shot and a half of rum. And
Dude,
you don't
I'm a
remember
light- I'm a
things?
light-
And you were
man.
half drunk? Oh, boy.
No, I was pretty buzzed. I don't know if I was drunk. I don't know how you define that sometimes. I had a good buzz going.
There you go. Good. All right.
Thanks.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed. Now you know you like Bacardi rum.
Well, I like it with ices.
Well,
That's what I know.
you like it when it's mixed with Luigi's
When I
Italian ice.
invite the boys over for football that you're not coming to because you made weird demands, I will serve Bacardi.
What demands did I
ices.
make?
You demanded
Food
like
and booze.
Barbecue.
Yeah,
Lots,
like certain foods
I
be
mean, that's
made.
fair.
I said if you're having me over, there should be like pigs and blankets,
Car
burgers,
service,
sausage.
lots, yeah.
You know,
I already told you
booze,
this.
car service.
Well, there's going to be Luigi's ices with Bacardi in it. That's the big gift.
That's
there you
a
go. We know you should do. No joke. Go out to your local water ice or Italian ice place. Go buy a gallon
Oh yeah.
and mix it, pre-mix it, put it back in the freezer. It won't freeze because there's booze in it. It can't freeze. And then serve it as like a slushy. Hello.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds
Like,
good.
don't get like 24 cups of
what I was
Luigi's
gonna do.
and pull the little paper tops off and use the wooden spoon and try to scrape it into a glass.
That's my thought, actually. I'm not going to lie.
Just go buy a gallon of it. Go to Staten Island.
Yeah. Go to
the-
Ralph's.
Go to Ralph's.
Ralph's is the best.
Go get a couple gallons. Get lemon, of course. Get any other flavor you like, and pre-mix it so we can have a good time.
Ralph's has the best ices ever, okay, in my opinion. What impressed me about Luigi's is for something that you could buy at the supermarket, it was the closest thing I've ever tasted to Ralph's.
Did you flip it or no?
No,
See, you're an amateur, but that's okay.
I'm an amateur.
Small steps.
because I don't do the way
When
you do it.
No, when the world does it. It's not me. I didn't write the
world.
rules in this. When you buy Italian ice in the cup, all right, you have to loosen it up enough so you can flip it. Because as the Italian ice sits before it's frozen, all the syrup goes to the bottom.
No.
So did you flip it and scrape
okay,
it?
so let me answer this.
You gotta
There
flip and
are-
scrape.
But Craig, there are Italian ices like that where I used to do the flip.
Flip and scrape.
It's not necessary with Luigi's because that doesn't happen. Like the ices are so soft and mushy, which is great.
Flip and scrape.
That the flip is irrelevant. You don't need the flip.
Wooden spoon.
I'm bringing one in tomorrow. You'll see you don't need a flip.
Well, but by the time it gets here,
No, I have a freezer.
Obviously,
I have a
it's not going to be frozen
Here's what's going to
solid.
happen. And this is very nice to me because I love my Luigi's ices. I'm going to bring in one of the cups. I'm going to put it in my freezer. I'm going to give you the cup after
Yeah.
it's, refrozen or
Wooden
whatever.
spoon.
Why do you need a wooden spoon?
I don't know. That's how you eat it. That's how you
No,
eat it.
use a regular spoon.
Then I don't want it.
Why?
Because that's how you eat.
Why do you like the taste of wood?
Because old school New York Italian ice, you with a wooden spoon or you don't eat it. Sorry.
Splinters in the tongue or nothing.
That's it. Can't do it.
Nah, I disagree.
You don't want your tongue touching metal, so
Why?
that takes out that kind of spoon.
Why?
And plastic isn't the right consistency,
Spoon-
thickness-wise, to really scrape it right.
Spoon aspect's overrated. Doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter the spoon.
Don't
What do
break-
you eat it with?
But this is, hold on a second, Zoo. This is my problem with you. All right?
Yeah.
I invite everybody over for football. You
Yeah.
quickly say, okay, I need this, this, and this.
Well,
I just told you.
I mean,
I'm
I
getting-
have a television in my house.
All
Like,
right,
I don't. You
then
know.
don't come. I'm nice enough to say, I'm going to bring you one of the cups of Luigi, right?
Yeah.
Very nice gesture. It's mine. I don't have to bring it in.
Yeah.
And your first response is, what kind of spoon are you giving me?
Well, I'm just saying.
Dude, I'm giving you my ices. Why do you have to make a demand on the spoon?
Let me ask you a question. Would I give you a cheesesteak without, whiz on it? No, I wouldn't.
And if you did, you think I would
Because-
question it?
No, but you'd be like, where's the cheese?
No. You're comparing
You're
the-
giving me the water ice without the right utensils to eat it
You're
with.
comparing the utensil
Yes.
to the certain whiz that's on my cheesesteak?
Yeah, because if you grew up in New York where I grew up,
You know what you
get
are?
a wooden spoon with your Italian ice or you don't eat it.
You know what you are? It's the same
sorry.
thing with the SNY suite. I'm sure they're thinking the same thing. This is Craig. More.
No.
We're giving you
Not
a
at
suite.
all.
Free food. Is there an open bar? More. Is there a
Shack.
Shake Shack? More.
Well,
I'm
listen,
giving you ices.
invited me. I didn't invite
Yeah, this is it.
They invited me to go to a game. You think I want to go to a Mets game?
Yes.
There's 7 games out of first
The
place.
Giants are the best team in baseball.
Yeah,
That's
like
who
he
they play?
cares.
Yes.
They play.
Oh.
Do the San Francisco Giants not have the best record in baseball?
Does
Is
Craig
Barry
care?
Bonds playing that night?
No, he's retired.
He's not playing?
Yeah, he's
I don't know
not
if I want to play then. I don't know. What about the guy who wears the socks up? I like that guy.
Yeah,
the right fielder.
Yeah, he's still around.
Are you
he
talking
playing?
about
Yeah, he's
Hunter
around.
Pence?
Hunter Pence.
No, he's not
Yeah,
around.
everybody hates Hunter Pence. I'm down with that.
Do you know
Also
any
retired.
Giants? By
Huh?
chance? Do you know any
I
Giants?
know a lot of Giants. Yes, I do.
Name two.
Phil Simms.
No. San Francisco Giants on the
Chris
current
Bryant.
team. There you go.
Mike Yastrzemski.
Look at you.
Who's the grandson of the great Yaz.
Very good.
Oh, yeah.
You were watching old Mets Giants.
I watched some of it, yeah.
You leave out Buster Posey? How dare you?
Buster Posey's having an MVP season.
having
By
a
the
great
way,
year.
Buster Posey's the best catcher in baseball right
He's
now.
having a great year.
A great year. And he's a former MVP who also changed the rules about colliding with the catcher.
That's
God forbid he breaks a leg. Everyone goes, oh, no,
I
oh,
know.
no.
Well, listen, Ruben Tejada changed the rules for takeout slides at second.
Yeah.
Same thing happened.
Him and Chase Utley. Mm-hmm. That's right. Chase Utley. Yeah. Didn't you have Chase Utley on your show once?
I did not.
Someone here at Chase Utley.
We had
on.
Cole
Was it
Hamels
the
on.
morning guys?
Correct. Boomer and Gio had him.
Was there a lot of like ass kissing with that one?
That I
Someone
don't
had like a
remember,
New York enemy on. I'm not saying it was them because I don't remember. I just thought it might have been Chase Utley. And it was like, oh, this is going to be great. Bury the guy. Sweep the leg, Johnny. If he dies, he does. And it was like, ugh.
Really?
Yeah,
I
but I
don't remember
forget
that.
who it
We
was.
definitely didn't have Chase Utley on.
It was
Trust
not
me
you
on that.
guys.
No, it would not happen that way.
No. Could have been, though.
It could have been. We had Cole Hamels on, and that's when he made that choking comment. That was with us.
About the Mets choking?
Yeah.
Got it. Look at you, newsbreaker. You're all right. See, you don't
I'm
sell
all right.
yourself short, kid. You're all right.
All right.
You're okay.
You're all right.
But you better bring a wooden spoon in.
You know what? I've decided not to bring in any ices.
See?
I'm going to bring in ices for Loogie. I'm going to bring in an ices for C-Mac whenever the hell he decides to come back to work. In the
Well,
meantime,
if it's
Big Zoo-
tomorrow, who's working tomorrow?
Connor Green.
Sorry, Zoo. Connor Green gets the ice.
All right, he'll get the ices, and you're going to get nothing. And you want to know why?
Why?
Because instead of being just showing graciousness or
I'm the most
gratitude
gracious guy there is.
of, hey, thanks for the ices, Ev. You didn't have to bring that in. You demanded a wooden freaking spoon. Go
I'm a
get
New
your
Yorker.
own wooden spoon.
I will.
I supply the... No. Oh, now you can have a wooden spoon to do nothing, to play with yourself, because you ain't getting the ices.
Let me ask you a question. Let's say I recommended the greatest bowl of spaghetti in town.
Mm-hmm.
Like every New Yorker knew you had to get this bowl of spaghetti. Assume that was right. We all grew up on this place spaghetti, right?
Yes.
And I go, listen, I'm going to bring in the famous spaghetti you've never had. I'm going to bring it in for you.
Yeah.
All right? And I'm not going to give you a fork.
That's different. I'm giving you a spoon. I'm just not giving you a wooden spoon.
I think if you did a poll on this, I'm right.
Take an L.
I think if you did a poll on this,
I never said, Craig,
I think
I'm
you
gonna
ask any
leave
New
you
Yorker.
spoonless.
You don't need Italian ice without a wooden
I'm
spoon.
going to give you whatever spoon is here at WFAN.
I don't like our spoons.
Oh, then I'll bring in one of my metal spoons, which
Bring
is
me a
nice
wooden spoon.
I don't.
It
have
comes with the Luigi's.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know where you bought your Luigi's from.
On some website.
On a website.
Yeah, we had
Go
it
to
delivered.
ShopRite.
It was
comes
delivered.
with the wooden spoon.
It was one of those places.
And
that
I'm going to
delivered.
just randomly go. The first person I see. Oh, Zoo. Italian ice in a cup. Wooden spoon or some other type of cutlery.
Absolutely. It's got to be the wooden spoon,
But
man.
Zoo. Let me follow
Gotta
up.
go. Break time.
Now, let me
Sorry.
follow up.
I gotta go.
If you didn't have a wooden spoon, would you refuse to eat the ices?
I got to be honest, man. The ices are my thing to be straight.
Zoo.
Thank you.
That's just, you know, man.
Wrong guy. Give a wrong example.
But think about it. You're scraping off. You can't scrape with a spoon. What do you can scoop with a spoon? You scrape with the wooden spoon.
Scoop.
Got
It's all right. It's all
Got
good.
it.
Now, thank you for the offer. It's very
Oh,
generous.
passion
of you.
fruit. Passion fruit ices.
I'm gonna pass, but I appreciate
Well,
the
you're
offer.
not passing. I'm refusing to bring it in.
877-337-6666. We'll get CeeLo in here for an update, overdue. And today, by the way, is a interesting day for many of you who loved the NBA, and loved Kobe Bryant, as today would have been Kobe Bryant's birthday. So I know for a lot of people, it's kind of a day of mourning, in that it's a reminder of the loss of the great Kobe Bryant. Today would have been and is his birthday.
How old would he have been?
I can't tell you that. I don't know the answer.
You know, I'm going to...
that I don't know.
46 is the answer.
Is
Thank you,
it
Big
46?
Oh,
is that,
you
is that
think
right?
46?
Oh, is that a guess?
You're not even close.
Guess?
When
Come
he
on.
passed, I believe he was 41.
Nah, he would have been
So
43.
221? Yeah.
He would have been
43.
43. Yes.
Oh,
Terrible
you
job,
take a
Big
shot.
Zoo. I mean, you weren't even close.
43.
And you
Sorry.
said
I
it
think.
so
He said, I
definitively in
think.
my ear, like 46.
There was a little, I think, out there at the end.
The Kobe Bryant death is one of the most impactful deaths we've ever experienced as sports fans and just as Americans, because to this day we talk about his birthday. We talk about Kobe. And it's like, I remember I told you about it when he died. I got cried like a baby.
Matter of fact, Dame Lillard, who happens to be a phenomenal rapper, probably one of the only guys that legitimately can rap, like professionally in the NBA, a lot of guys want to.
Stop kissing his ass. He's not coming to the Knicks.
He's awesome. He put out a rap song with Snoop and a third guy I'm blocking on right now, which is called Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty cool rap. You can go check it out. It's actually clean, too. You can play it. 877-337-6666. Carton and Roberts on the Fan. Spend less time on cooking and cleanup and more time enjoying with Grubhub. The most restaurants, the most rewards. Stay in and save by ordering Grubhub. Save with perks, pre-order food, and express reorder. 24/7 customer service, contact-free delivery. Whether it's a special place at a local spot or hundreds of dollars in free food from restaurants around the hood, Perks offers Grubhub diners one place to find exclusive offers from nearby restaurants. Get the deals you love on the food you love with Perks from Grubhub and grub what you love.
Carton and Roberts is presented by Grubhub. Order with contact-free delivery to safely get food from the restaurants you love.
Now there's a way to make supporting your favorite restaurant even better. Introducing the Grubhub Guarantee. It's our promise to make sure your food is just right by delivering it on time within the delivery window and for the lowest price compared to other apps. Or you'll get back at least $5 in perks. That way you can experience your food just like the restaurant intended. That's the Grubhub Guarantee.
Dan Cronin tweeted, "I was lonely for a little bit, but fortunately, I got yet another email from Untuckit. Dan, if Untuckit can cure your loneliness, don't wait for an email. Just put one on. There are so many occasions to break out your favorite shirt. There are Zoom calls, Zoom happy hours, Zoom coffee breaks, Zoom weddings, and Zoom Zooms, which are Zooms where you schedule other Zooms. Dan, no matter what the occasion is, you'll be the sharpest dressed person there. Find your shirt today at untuckit.com.
I need to try it first.
Smile Direct Club. These are Smile Direct Club aligners. They can turn a smile like this into a smile like this in as little as 4 to 6 months for less than $3 a day. Choose Smile. Get started for free at SmileDirectClub.com.
Summer can't be contained to just one moment. It can be exhilarating, breathtaking, refreshing, and so much more. So never settle for just any summer. Make yours ultimate. Receive a credit of up to $3,500 through September 6th.
Today, every business is digital. From web design and development to lead generation. AmericanEagle.com delivers innovative website and digital solutions, driving growth for their clients. Their program for Werner Ladder integrated third-party software and system platforms, streamlining information flow. Need to increase productivity? Let's talk. AmericanEagle.com, building your digital mindset.
Hey, you! Domino's is giving away $50 million in surprise frees.
A whole pizza?
Yes.
Other delivery apps add surprise fees. At Domino's, we're giving out surprise frees instead.
Surprise freeze!
Surprise what?
Freeze with an R.
When you order delivery online, you could be surprised with free lava cakes, free stuffed cheesy bread, free pizza, or more.
Yes!
Check the Domino's tracker to find out.
Where are you going to have pizza next time?
Domino's!
That's what I love to hear.
If there's ever a summer to get away, this is it. And the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event is here to make it happen. Secure your deal and head to your Hyundai dealer today, where new vehicles are arriving daily, and get away with summer-only savings on all models. This is your summer to get away with it all. Hey, it's your journey. Own it. Lease an Elantra for $139 a month, or get an Elantra or Sonata for 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days. Hurry in.
You're watching golf videos now.
Oh, in fact, I am, yeah, because I switched to Spectrum Mobile, so I get 5G nationwide, including here.
You think a golf video is going to help with what you're doing?
Oh, no, it's not just a video. I saved a bunch of money when I switched, so I hired a swing coach. Say hi to Brett.
Hey. Well, you tell Brett you just shot a 12 on the last hole.
Who's counting?
Everybody. That's the whole point of golf. Counting.
Brett did tell me that.
Switch to Spectrum Mobile and save, and get 5G nationwide included in every plan. It's a better way to mobile. It's Spectrum Mobile.
I wish I could try these glasses on first. Here, step into the future where everything is possible. Welcome. Here you can try on Warby Parker glasses using only your phone.
Really? Wow, I like it here.
And I like these. You can stay, but I'll need my phone. Okay. Just shop prescription glasses starting at $95 and virtually try them on in the Warby Parker app.
You can make your follow-up appointment from...
Anywhere?
Yep. PointsBet understands that in sports, it pays to be fast. Want to bet? Place a bet. Fast. See a play. Bet during the game. Fast. Want your money? Get your money fast. With promos that change every day and being able to parlay a single game. Now that's betting at the speed of sports. Because every second matters. Time is money, and it pays to be fast. With 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000.
Meet Pete, known to his loved ones as the polar bear. When heaters need to be ripped, Pete rips heaters because he's the best power hitter on the planet.
Strikes again. Into the second deck, second of the night. An enormous home run by Alonso.
Watch Pete Alonso's story continue with the Mets on SNY. In 2020, cardboard cutouts claimed their place as legitimate New York sports fans.
To get you started with hoops action, Brooklyn fans won't want to miss this as we take you out to Barclays. With the
One sec, Barkley. Let me just see this dunk. Okay, boy, let's go. I'll just switch SNY to my phone. Here we go.
SNY, every team for every fan from every device.
Get your New York sports here.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
We are the Community Food Bank of New Jersey, and we are there. We are there for more than 1,000 food pantry and feeding program partners. We are there for our neighbors in need, nearly 1 million of them who struggle with hunger. Working together with volunteers, partners, and donors like you, we fill the emptiness caused by hunger with food, health, and hope. We are CFBNJ, and we are there. Join us. Go to cfbnj.org now.
Carton and Roberts is presented by Grubhub. Order with contact-free delivery to safely get food from the restaurants you love.
fan, and you will be at Yankee Stadium on Saturday, September 4th. The New York Yankees, the Baltimore Orioles. You'll have a pair of field-level tickets. Listen again next hour for another chance to win, all from Jersey Mike's, the official sub-sandwich shop of the New York Yankees box office blitz and the fan.
So I just put something out on Twitter I had to delete, and I'm redoing it because I wrote down the name of the charity incorrectly. So that's why I'm redoing it. But I'm happy to announce that the first ever Carton and Roberts comedy event, which is set for September 23rd at Gotham Comedy Club, tickets just went on sale this second. And it's only a couple hundred people. So I would say get your tickets now. There's going to be a VIP section for a couple extra bucks and a meet and greet before the show and all that. We're not going to announce all the comics yet because we're closing up some really amazing names to participate in it. But it's a lock. It's done. The tickets are on sale. It's Thursday night, September 23rd. All proceeds benefit the Warrior for Life Fund. I mistakenly wrote down Warrior Forever Fund. So as I caught myself, I already hit enter. So I'm reading.
And then Craig says, Evan, how do I delete a tweet?
I delete.
And I walk
I've
over
never
there.
deleted a tweet before.
I walk over there to help him, and the delete button is right there.
Hey, it was a different color, though. I didn't see it.
Oh, that threw you off?
Here, tickets for the first tickets for, I'll just say for the Carton and Roberts comedy event is all ready to go. Tickets are now available. All proceeds benefit the Warrior for Life Fund. Get your tickets now. It's September 23rd at Gotham Comedy Club.
Did you tweet it out or not?
He's proofreading on the air right now.
And there are no baseball games that night.
That's right.
So there you go.
You're welcome for that. I insisted to Craig. We can't have it while the Mets and the Yankees are playing. So we picked a perfect
you got
night.
it. I put it out there now. All right.
So far, I don't see it.
No, I just put it out.
Yeah, I see you reacting to @646-257. Are there games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? And what time do they start?
Oh, that's because Throgs Neck Youth Baseball, which is one of the really amazing programs in the 5 boroughs.
Oh, I see it now.
They participated in the Borough Cup when we first started, and I brought a travel team that one of my sons was on, and we went out there. So Ed and the gang out there that run Throgs Neck Baseball invited me to come back, talk to the kids, you know, the life lesson type stuff, throw out the first pitch, and be a part of their 10U tournament. But I'm a very busy man.
You're a very busy man. The tweet has gone through. I've retweeted it.
And I don't live anywhere near Throgs Neck currently. So I'm trying to, I asked them questions like, when do the games start? When do they end?
Right.
I'm going to do whatever I can to get there, but I never locked in I would 100% go, but I'd like to because I have a great amount of respect for their program and the adults that run it. They do a really phenomenal job keeping youth baseball alive out there. And so it played out on Twitter. Are you coming to the comedy show soon?
I don't know. Am I?
Are you?
Are you going to do a minute of stand-up?
What night of the week was it again?
It's a Thursday night.
Sure.
You have nothing else to do on a Thursday night?
Why not?
There's no Mets. There's no Yankees. I forgot the Thursday night game, but it's not the Giants or Jets.
Panthers, Falcons, or something.
This will be the first Carton Roberts public appearance as well.
By the way, I've given it.
I'd love to be there then, yeah.
I've given it a lot of thought, and I worked on it while we were on vacation. I just don't have material for a stand-up act. I can't do it.
You don't have material?
I gave you the content 2 weeks ago.
I know, but it doesn't work.
I performed it for you.
I tried. I stood up in front of a mirror. I tried to do it, and it's going to be bad.
For 60 seconds?
I'm not a funny guy.
Come on, dude.
He doesn't have it.
I don't think I have it, dude.
He doesn't have it.
Listen,
People
what's
want to
really...
see you, bro.
No, I'm going to be there. I'm not going to not show up.
So people want to see you turn up and get comedy.
You just want to introduce a couple of the acts?
I think I can introduce people. Look,
you're going to MC.
Really,
you'll be the MC.
CeeLo, what's really important in life is to know what you're not good at. And a lot of people don't get it. Some people in this room are like that. I wasn't talking about you, Craig. I'm just kidding. So if I know, like in all seriousness, if I know, wow, I don't think this, I don't think I would do a good job. Like I'm working on
I agree.
practicing.
That's why we want to see you do it.
So you want me to do a bad job?
No, I want you to do it because it's another little bucket list box to cross off.
All right, you know what then?
You could then, for the rest of your life, tell your kids, hey, Daddy did stand-up once.
Okay. For the good of the show, because it'll give you a lot of material.
I gave you the whole
What
material.
material did you give me that you shouldn't go looking for Bigfoot material?
You did something, and Evan's like, "Oh, can I borrow that for the comedy show?"
No, I know what it was. You
Don't
should
go
do
looking for Bigfoot.
That's not what
It
it
was
was.
dad jokes.
It was, I don't want to play hide and go seek with Bigfoot.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You think that works?
What else you got? Yeah.
As I said it originally, it was very funny.
Of course,
You've
yes.
now made that not funny. You're actually right.
made it not funny?
You unfunnied the funny.
Because I said to you, I don't think it works. I don't think.
I said I felt bad for the guy who, a small group of kids that was friendly with Bigfoot when he was a kid, that decided to play, hide and go seek with him.
You think you're getting laughs out of
Still
it?
looking for him.
You think you're getting laughs
And now
out of
they're
it?
like,
Well, Ev, you might get the golf clap laughs. People there are fans, so they might just laugh. Let's be honest. Craig wants you to see you go up there and bomb, crash and burn. And it's to make you look bad.
Then you could put that into other, people that you wouldn't have wanted to play games with when they were kids, like that kind of stuff. It's a whole thing. It's an arc.
Why don't you do
Comedy
that?
as an arc.
Story You got a arc minute to now. do an arc. Wow. Yeah.
I got mine already locked in. It's funny. Life experience alone, I'm good. I'm covered.
No, I'm sure you'll be great.
I'm good.
Look, Craig, you're a very funny guy.
I'm good.
You're going to be great doing it.
I'm not worried about me. I want my partner to excel.
I don't think I'm going to it.
I agree.
So I'm agreeing
But
with you.
don't be like you are with the Mets. Don't give up.
So you're saying to me, Evan, even if you suck, it's the effort that matters. Go up there, make a fool out of yourself. It's no big deal. It'll be good for the show.
How about we
and just
work
do
with
it.
you and we get you 60 seconds of material and you don't suck?
All
How
right,
about
fine.
that?
All right.
Is that possible?
Yeah, we can do it.
I know you've given up on the Mets. They're dead. They can't possibly come back and win the
I didn't
division.
say can't
but is it possible that
possibly.
you might do 60 seconds that makes people laugh? Go back to remember your original idea?
Jeez, a lot of
Where you take
confidence.
off all your clothes and say, now I'm comfortable?
Yeah, I think the taking off the clothes idea is where I got to go. I
By the
just
way-
strip naked and
No.
constantly say, look, I'm just not
No.
comfortable. Let me take this off.
I will tell you one person that is performing, although I'm not giving out the entire card just yet. Jen Sturger will be there live.
Well, she's a comedian, Jen.
You taking your pants off might be funny since she's there.
Oh, I see. I see. What
Hey,
you're
I hear we have Jen here. Bang, there's your line. I always knew I was better than Brett Favre at something. Boom, walk out. That's
Get a new co-host.
And I only say that because she's comfortable making fun of her now because that's her act.
Right,
Is talking about Brett Favre's small penis.
Gotcha.
Yes. That's all. All right, CeeLo's here. What's up, CeeLo?
On that note, brought to you by Bruni and Campisi Home Comfort and Efficiency Company, serving Westchester, Fairfield, Rockland, and Putnam counties. And if, Evan, you'll do the honors, we will get into the Yankee lineup for tonight's game.
Oh, yeah. The New York baseball
Ooh, this'll
lineups
be
are
fun.
brought to you by Jersey Mike's, the official sub sandwich shop of the New York Yankees, and by the Sportsbook at Wind Creek Bethlehem. Play online or in-person gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER.
All right, now, Craig, you're very good at this game.
I usually am very good at this game.
First,
let's remember-
I have not
before
seen
we
it. I
play
have
the
not seen
game
it.
with Craig, I want to help him out because he is my partner.
Oh, you're going to help him out?
The Yankees are playing in Atlanta
As a
tonight.
hint.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay, so the guy
That means that
batting
Montgomery's batting.
boom. All
Not
right.
if Tony La Russa's the manager.
Got it.
So there's no DH, which means somebody really good is not playing tonight. Okay,
Right.
now go ahead.
Huh. I didn't think of that. Huh. I didn't think of
Well,
that.
what did you just said? You got it. And what did you think he meant?
I didn't contemplate the fact that there's no DH, but I know Montgomery's batting.
Throwing you out of whack.
That means that Stan's got to play outfield.
Unless Stanton's not playing.
Right.
Dude, we're won 9 games in a row. You don't F with it now.
No, I agree.
You keep the train rolling.
No, and you're right
Just
because
got a
the
day
reason,
off.
and I haven't seen the lineup yet. The reason Stanton's got to play is you're already forced to sit either Voit or Rizzo.
Right, and then
one
to
of them
me,
can't play.
That becomes the whole conversation. Voit, to his credit, has been hitting the snot out of the ball, but Rizzo's the guy. Let's be fair. He is your guy.
and he's a better defensive player too.
So if I'm assuming that
Rizzo's going to play.
Rizzo will play.
I bet you if they're playing 2 games and they have an off day, they're going to split the baby, I think. I think Rizzo will play today and Voit will play tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean,
That's my
tell
guess.
us.
Remember, just run through
I'm
it for you?
assuming that's right. I'm assuming that Rizzo's playing. I don't know about tomorrow, but I would think Rizzo's got to play.
And Stan's playing the outfield.
It's pretty much what you'd
So
expect.
they got Stanton in right, Judge in center, Gallo in left.
That's correct. Yes. You want the order?
So the coach's son's going to get a day off. He'll pitch in the 8th.
Coach's son does have a day off.
Yeah, he'll
That's
pitch
right.
in the 8th.
Well, they also got Jonathan Davis out from Scranton. That's
Yeah,
another
but it's going to
outfield
be Luke
option.
Voigt's going to be your first option with a bat late, and then Brett.
All right. So you want me to guess the lineup, or
Sure,
you're going to
go
guess
ahead.
it?
No, it's
Just
not-
give the
it's
line.
not
All right, so
fun.
you got DJ at second, Rizzo at first. He's in the 2-hole tonight. Judge in center, Gallo in left, Stanton in right, Sanchez behind the dish, Rookie Odor at third, your boy Velasquez is at short, and then Jordan Montgomery will bat
That's an
ninth.
unbelievable lineup.
Here's the bottom line. When they go back to playing in the American League ballparks, every day, you have to have that outfield with Voit DHing. Like, that's where we are. And I brought this up to Aaron a few weeks ago, and he slow played it by, once in a while. Like, he wasn't committing to doing that every day. You have to do it every day. Stanton has to be an everyday outfielder. This is the moment, Craig, that you have been waiting for. You have adamantly said Stanton's got to play the outfield, got to play the outfield. And most of the year, I'd agree with you, but I'd also say there's no need. We have now entered a moment where there's a need. He has to play the outfield because Luke Voit and Anthony Rizzo both need to play.
I agree.
That moment
it's your best offensive
has
lineup.
arrived.
Yep. We're all locked up on that. Every Yankee fan agrees with you. And you're rooting for the Yankees tonight tomorrow, so it's nice to have you on board. Choo-choo.
You're not sweeping. I'm telling you right now, here's what's going to happen. They're going to split the two games, which is the worst case. Just beat them up twice. You're splitting the two games. Do you agree with me?
I've been working on my train sound effects.
You don't have a machine to help you out with that?
Not that one, no.
All right, we told you
I do
earlier.
have a lot of things here, but I do not have that.
Yes.
I can talk like a chipmunk. I could do
Sing like a
I
chipmunk?
could do like the City Field. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to Scooby-Doo Bobblehead Day. Bark in the Park returns to City Field next Wednesday. Make sure you bring your duty bags.
Okay.
By the way, just for the
Dumbest
record,
thing.
the Scooby-Doo giveaway
Yankee
is
Stadium.
Yankee Stadium.
I know. It's
So,
top of mind.
why don't you have some guts and make fun of the Yankees for doing
Stop.
it?
Because if you're gonna do an irrelevant cartoon character, Scooby-Doo's the one to do.
Yes, and that's a Yankee decision, not a Met decision.
They must have gotten a lot of money from Scooby-Doo for that.
You know what, though? Here's where you're sort of wrong. The kids are going to love it.
Yeah. Well, if your kids know them, like your kids don't know Scooby-Doo.
My son doesn't watch Scooby-Doo. He loves Tom and Jerry, which is of the
good for you.
same
ilk.
No, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's an older
Genre.
cartoon.
I was thinking ilk as well.
Ilk, you go ilk. Ilk's not a word used often. When you can use it, I say you use
Of
it.
the
You know
same,
what will
you
be
go
the
ilk.
You know what will be the proof of this, Craig? In all seriousness, when that giveaway happens, let's go to eBay and see what the prices are on the Scooby-Doo.
Ooh.
If it's high, that shows you there was a big market for it.
No, because people my age will want to reminisce with their past. It's much like, we collect McDonald's glasses, right?
Do you?
What happened?
You do?
McDonald's glasses?
Yeah, McDonald's
glasses. I didn't even know
drinking
they
glasses.
give away glasses.
Oh, collector's items.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah.
Most people go with the Happy Meal.
It was,
What are
it
you
was a bit of
talking about?
a thing for a while.
Was it?
Don't think so.
500 of them.
Do you collect McDonald's glasses, sir?
I personally don't, but someone I married does.
Oh, wow. Don't you like
I've
put
only
the
done
bus?
that once. So it's her. But I love drinking out of it. It makes me happy every time. Oh, look, honey, I got Grimace. Put that down. No one has Grimace. That one stays in the closet.
I didn't even know that existed.
I didn't either. No.
McDonald's collectible drinking glasses.
Wow.
Yeah. We have a few of those in the house.
You seem frustrated by it.
No, I love it.
You love it.
Yes, I do.
Do you love it?
Love it, Evan.
500 of them.
Listen, I'm a Red Solo Cup guy. I would just as soon drink everything I drink for the rest of my life out of a Red Solo Cup. For real. And shame on all you imitators who make a red cup trying to perpetrate on the Solo Cup. Your product stinks. So, yeah.
You know what's crazy, Craig? I was addicted to Red Solo Cups. I'm not even joking. I was the only thing I was able to drink out of. I meet my wife.
What do
She
you mean
goes with it for... I'm
able
serious.
to?
CeeLo?
Like a phobia?
I had a phobia.
Come on.
Of drink. I'm not kidding. Anything that wasn't Red Solo Cup, I'd have problems with. Bottles of water I'd be good with. Can of Coke if I drank. Not a problem. But anything else, like a glass cup, couldn't do it. About 6 months into our dating, she says to me, this has to stop. You're killing the environment. What are you doing here with
For
these
the
Solo
environment,
Cups?
it had to stop it because it's crazy you had to stop.
I think it was a combination of the environment, the cost, because you always have to buy new cups.
Well...
And so I weaned myself
You
off
can't
of
wash
it
them.
Yeah,
to where
exactly.
I use one glass cup, but only one. One specific glass cup that I can drink out of. Otherwise, can't do it.
You're a sick
Red
man.
Solo cup, glass cup. That's it.
What do you do when you're
That's-
out at restaurants?
It's tough. It
Come
ain't
on,
fun,
man.
bro. I get through it. I don't love it.
Let me
Not
tell you
a fan.
something. Recco this morning said, do you think at some point after Evan got together with his now wife, she's looked at herself in the mirror and pondered what she's doing? After
Jeez,
after
that's
this
so
story,
disrespectful.
that's
That is very
something along
disrespectful.
those lines.
I'm a,
Maybe
I'm
not
a
those
good
exact
guy.
words.
I'm a great
no
husband.
one said you're
I'm
a great
father.
Nobody said that.
Am
Nobody
I
said
weird
that.
as hell? Of course. I admit that. I don't shy away from
I think
that.
that's what he was going after.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you do mornings one day, you become a shock jock attacking people you work with for 20 years?
And, I invited Jerry to fill in for you for one day, and he had a great time. Didn't say it to my face, of course. It was very nice at the time.
Well, it seems like you're an easy target.
You did say
that's what they think.
I think that's what it is.
I got you back. Don't worry.
He
Let's
was your
go after
second
Evan.
choice.
Let's take care of some quick business, and then let's see. We'll do an actual update. We do have to do some sports here today, please. I keep fighting for it, but they just keep going in their own direction. Robert Saleh said on whether or not Elijah Moore and Elijah Vera Tucker will be ready for week 1. What? We'll tell you what he said.
We'll play
right
it for. We'll let you hear him say it.
We'll let you hear what he had to say. It's very important what he had to say, and it crossed the line. So that's coming up momentarily.
It crossed the line?
Right here on The Fan. Good news for pumpkin lovers at Dunkin'. This fall, there's a whole new spin on pumpkin to love at Dunkin'. The brand new ways to enjoy the flavor of the season, like pumpkin cream cold brew. Smooth, bold, cold brew, topped with velvety pumpkin cream. I am having a tough time saying pumpkin. Pumpkin. You say pumpkin 10 times
Pumpkin,
fast.
pumpkin, 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 pumpkin. Pretty easy, bro.
Nice job, Evan.
Can't drink out of other cups, but he can say pumpkin 10 times fast.
But there's a reason for it. In all seriousness, I said to you before the show.
Because you're a fan of old Robert De Niro movies?
Not quite.
No? Okay.
I said to you before the show something about the fall. I said it's my favorite season. And there are many reasons I gave you. I gave the sports reasons. Of course. But one of the reasons is I'm a huge pumpkin guy.
Same.
I love pumpkin.
Oh, yeah.
You could put pumpkin on anything.
Anything.
And I'm like, dude, I'm good to go. So, like, as you were talking about, they've got the pumpkin cream cold blue at Dunkin'. They also have the pumpkin spice
Cold
signature
blue?
latte.
Wait.
What's the cold
How
blue?
much do you like that pumpkin, Evan?
The cold brew.
Is it the code
please.
blue, like the code red?
I'm confused.
Yeah, of
You
course
said
you are.
cold
It's a
blue.
movie reference.
Cold
and you're
brew.
lost. You
You
said
said
blue, yeah.
Whatever.
And you said right after saying how much you love pumpkins.
Well, I do love pumpkin. They also have the pumpkin spice signature latte with rich espresso topped with whipped cream,
You ever
caramel
date- you ever
drizzle,
date a
and
pumpkin?
cinnamon sugar. One time.
Okay.
But she didn't put out. It's a dream come.
I gotta get rid of that.
Wow.
Okay.
What? Vowed on pumpkin.
Carton and Roberts on SNY is brought to you by Dunkin'. It's time to get back, New York. So come to Dunkin' for the boost you need to get back running all the way to the beach.
Now there's a way to make supporting your favorite restaurant even better. Introducing the Grubhub Guarantee. It's our promise to make sure your food is just right by delivering it on time within the delivery window and for the lowest price compared to other apps. Or you'll get back at least $5 in perks. That way you can experience your food just like the restaurant intended. That's the Grubhub Guarantee.
If there's ever a summer to get away, this is it. And the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event is here to make it happen. Secure your deal and head to your Hyundai dealer today, where new vehicles are arriving daily, and get away with summer-only savings on all models. This is your summer to get away with it all. Hey, it's your journey. Own it.
Lease an Elantra for $139 a month, or get an Elantra or Sonata for 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days. Hurry in.
Dan Wilbur tweeted, got an email from Untuckit. Dude, every shirt's an Untuckit shirt right now. Mr. Wilbur, I just don't know if that's true. Every man deserves to wear a perfectly fitted Untuckit that falls at just the right length. However, due to production limitations, we can't make enough Untuckit shirts for every man on Earth. Lots of men are still wearing poorly fitted traditional shirts. Keeps me up at night. Find your shirt today at untuckit.com.
Do you know what my people call this past year? The Long Halloween.
When you were coming up, you wouldn't have thought to hire freaks.
Everyone's invited to this party.
Batman, The Long Halloween, Part 2.
Let's go, Miss Gaskell, Virginia Wolf, tuna fish salad. On two.
Hot! Woo!
On two, ready?
False start, offense, ununiformed man in the leather recliner, 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Man, looks like your chair pulled a hammy. Better get some ice on that.
I can shake it off, man. I'm ready to go again. Let's go.
I'll be ready. Next play.
Get front row seats every Sunday afternoon with NFL Sunday Ticket. Every live game every Sunday only on DirecTV.
Meet Pete, known to his loved ones as the polar bear. When heaters need to be ripped, Pete rips heaters because he's the best power hitter on the planet.
Strikes again. Into the second deck, second of the night. An enormous home run by Alonso.
Watch Pete Alonso's story continue with the Mets on SNY.
I need to try it first.
Print. Come on. Print.
Do you suffer from cartridge conniptions? Be conniption free thanks to the cartridge free Epson EcoTank printer. A ridiculous amount of ink.
Do I look like a money tree?
The Epson EcoTank. Just fill and chill.
I'm Dr. Dave Choksi. You've probably heard a lot about the more contagious Delta variant of COVID-19. In New York City, Delta is causing almost all new COVID-19 cases, which means that if you're not vaccinated, you're much more likely to get infected. But all of the authorized COVID-19 vaccines do offer strong protection, particularly against severe illness. Delta is concerning, but there is hope. Vaccination is our way out of this pandemic.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive because we were created for officers. But as we've evolved with the military, we've grown to serve all who've honorably served, no matter their rank or when they were in. A Marine just out of basic or a petty officer from 73, and even his kids and their kids. USAA is made for all who've honorably served and their families. Are we still exclusive? Absolutely. And that's exactly why you should join.
I just want a genuine guy, someone who can handle themselves. I want experimental. I just want a guy who doesn't worry about silly things, like underwear. Bird Dog shorts have the underwear built in. Maybe I just need a guy who wears bird dogs.
I have bird dogs.
Ugh, sorry.
Tuesday, the Mets look to gain some traction and get back in the thick of things as they square off against Chris Bryant and the Giants at Citi Field. Coverage begins with Citi pregame, Tuesday at 6:30, only at SNY.
You think you're ready to go?
The latest baseball chatter.
No, Luis, right now I want you to do this.
With the only opinions
He can put this team on his back.
you need.
But in the big leagues, nobody feels sorry for you.
On Baseball Night in New York, presented by Cadillac. Tonight at 6, only on SNY.
Everyone loves a champion. Someone whose performance puts them head and shoulders above the rest. But not all champions wear a medal or hoist a trophy. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. We believe abuse can be prevented by taking a hard look at how we coach, how we train, and how we interact after the last whistle. We have provided over 2 million safe sport trainings. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, Ending abuse is not just our job, it's our promise.
We are the Community Food Bank of New Jersey, and we are there. We are there for more than 1,000 food pantry and feeding program partners. We are there for our neighbors in need, nearly 1 million of them who struggle with hunger. Working together with volunteers, partners, and donors like you, we fill the emptiness caused by hunger with food, health, and hope. We are CFBNJ, and we are there. Join us. Go to cfbnj.org now.
In 2020, cardboard cutouts claimed their place as legitimate New York sports fans.
Game for Danny Dimes in the Meadowlands. Is he
What a game. The G-Men rule New York. Very funny, Brad. Real original.
SNY, every team for every fan from every device.
Get your New York sports here.
Carton and Roberts on SNY is brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar, proud partner of the New York Mets.
Speaker. So the first question he had trouble with was, you remember what it was?
No.
Tom, you remember what it was?
I don't know.
It was like, who was Batman's butler?
Yes.
And it was like,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
went like this. Who was Batman's butler? And then you heard the wife go, Batman's butler?
Yeah, they were stalling by repeating the question aloud.
What's the capital of New Jersey? Capital of New Jersey?
Use it in a sentence.
Yeah. So we let him go, and then they got to 8. I go, I'm sorry. No. You lose.
Unbelievable.
We want to hold the integrity of traffic games.
Oh, yes. There's a lot of integrity.
People will go to win the traffic. We're nothing without our integrity.
So here's what Robert Saleh said about Elijah Moore and Elijah Vera Tucker being ready for week 1.
How about we just play it?
You have the audio?
I said we'll let you hear it.
Play it.
With Elijah Moore and Vera Tucker, you have no concerns with them being available for week 1? Like, from what you've been told, they'll be good to go for then?
God willing.
God willing.
So what's your I didn't hear it. He said, God willing?
What did you think?
I did not hear that. But play it again. Play it again. I'll tell you what I heard. Play it again.
With Elijah Moore and Vera Tucker, you have no concerns with them being available for week 1? Like, from what you've been told, they'll be good to go for then?
God willing.
He said, God willing.
What did you think?
I thought he said, ask your mother. And I was like, he crossed the line there.
Gonzalez said, ask your mother.
I thought he said, ask your mother.
That would be great if all of a sudden we had like this renegade head coach that just started insulting the reporters when they asked questions.
Yeah.
Ask your mother.
That's what I thought. It sounds similar.
God willing. Ask your mother.
See, it could go either way.
How could you possibly think that Robert Saleh responded with "ask your mother"?
I thought he was trying to be funny because the guy's like, whoever the reporter is like 2 weeks from now. He's not going to get a real answer. He's not going to tell him, well, because that coach's job is to lie. GM's jobs are to lie.
Or sometimes they don't know.
Yeah, right. I mean, did we ask about Denzel Mims? Right?
I believe day to day.
Right. So aren't they all kind of day to day? I don't know.
Not Jared Davis. He's out until their bye week, apparently, which is week 6.
And then they play New England after the bye, too, which is weird. They play New England twice.
Yeah, early.
The first 6 weeks.
Right. Sometime around the bye. He's got an ankle injury. They wouldn't give the specifics, though. He said it's not a high ankle sprain.
I think the Jets are either 3-2 or 2-3 going into the bye week. And it's an early bye week.
To quote Coach Saleh,
God willing.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much. You pretty much
I don't know. Look, watching that game on Sunday morning, it was a Saturday game, but I watched it Sunday morning. And honestly, I hate to give you like some weird NFL breakdown. I don't know if they have enough talent on defense. I don't know if their corners can cover. I don't know if they're going to be able to get the pass rush that they're going to need, especially with Lawson out. So defensively, which needs to be the strength of this team when you have a rookie quarterback, I just don't know if they're good enough.
Well, I've put my faith in Saleh because he's a defensive guru. So let's see what he comes up with. I'm with you on that. Talent-wise on paper, I don't argue
that's a problem.
that.
You have to cover.
Yeah.
And if you can't, you need to get a pass rush, and I don't know if they're going to be able to get that.
He just came off a season as the defensive coordinator for the 49ers where they lost a billion guys on defense.
They did.
Now, they took a step back as a team.
But Lou, I'm calling you Loogie.
Loogie.
CeeLo, they were also a more talented team. Like, even when the Jets are healthy.
No, I agree. Yes.
They don't have corners.
3-2. Just put it down.
I mean,
3-2. Put it down. Look at the schedule. 3-2.
I know they played. 2 of the first 3 games were on the road, and they're 1 home games against New England. Like, it's not easy.
Dude.
Carolina
it's not the Tom
to
Brady Patriots anymore.
First of all, they had one
Mac
down
Jones.
year without Tom Brady.
And still won
in
7
which
games.
70% of the team opted out, if you're being fair.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
They had Cam Newton, who got diagnosed with COVID in the middle of the season.
He just got diagnosed. He didn't get diagnosed again, but he misunderstood the COVID rules.
I'll explain it to you in a second.
He's out till Thursday.
Hold on a second. So the New England Patriots lost Tom Brady. They started Cam Newton, who looked like a different guy when he came back from COVID, and 70% of their defense opted out of the season.
Yeah.
And how many wins did they have?
7.
Okay. Yeah. So for you to sit here and say, oh, they're not the old New England Patriots.
They're not.
They have a chance to be real good.
Okay.
They overcame all of those things I just mentioned and still won 7 games.
Jets will be 1-0.
We'd
That's
have
all
a
that matters.
party if the Jets won 7 games this year.
The Jets? No, we wouldn't.
Yes, we would.
No, we wouldn't.
No, give me a break. We'd
I'm
be
not
Giant
partying
fans.
with a losing record like a Giant fan would.
Yes, you would.
Yeah, we're 6-10. Let's anoint our head coach. He's the great. You won 6 games.
You do the
Zip
same.
your lip.
You would do the same.
No, I wouldn't.
If the
Watch
Jets,
me. Watch
Craig,
me.
If the
You're going to sit
Jets-
next to me, I hope.
Where am I
I'm
going?
just saying, what if they say it wasn't working after a year?
Come on. I got a contract. I feel all right. Nice. Do you have a contract?
Well, currently I do.
If they go 7-10.
September 9th, I might not.
If they go 7-10, you would be waxing, rightfully so, by the way. We're heading in the right direction. Saleh knows what he's doing. Joe Douglas is a genius. They overcame Carl Lawson being out. Ba, 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 ba. Don't BS the audience that you wouldn't be
waxing
ecstatic.
poet. No.
I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't be.
Yeah, you would.
How about
I'm
cautiously optimistic?
Yeah, maybe. But I wouldn't wax poetic about a losing season and no playoffs.
And why
Yeah,
would
you
you?
would. Coming off the years
Well,
they've
let's see what
come
happens.
off of.
Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Because as opposed to you telling me what I'll do, I mean telling you I wouldn't do it. Let's see what
Well, it
happens.
also is easy-
As it plays itself out, we'll wear it on our sleeves.
It's also easy for you to say, now I'm definitely not going to do it because Evan said this is what I'm going to do.
Also
You think he's going to remember that in like 7 months?
Yes.
No.
He doesn't
Could you,
like being wrong.
Could you write it down for me?
Yeah.
And remind me to bring this
Hey,
up.
bring that up in January, will you?
I hope they're sitting there 2-3 or
They'll be 3-2.
3-2.
I just did the math. They'll be 3-2 after 5. That's a lot.
I mean, the Tennessee Titans are a good team. Atlanta's not going to be terrible.
By the way, I'm counting the Tennessee game as a loss.
I think Carolina's got a chance to be real good this year. Dude, their offense.
Sam Darnold, period, stop.
No. They equip Sam Darnold with talent on that offense.
I'm not worried about it.
He's reunited with Robbie Anderson. I don't know if you heard.
Robbie Anderson's one move.
Christian
go deep.
McCaffrey, when healthy, is pretty damn good.
If
DJ
he's
Moore.
healthy.
Like, they have a lot of talent on that team.
Yeah. Well, listen.
I'm just saying.
Carolina's a win for us.
Oh, my God.
That's a done.
You
Put it on
better
the
be
board.
right. You're going to drive me nuts.
Matter of fact, I already got the game ball. I'm marking it up to give to Coach Saleh now, who, by the way, he and I had a very funny moment this weekend.
Now you're giving him game balls and having moments with him, but you won't.
Robert Sala's getting a game ball with Zach Wilson for week 1 because it's a W.
Oh, wait a sec. You had a funny moment with Sala this weekend?
That's right.
So
That's
he was
right.
over your house for a barbecue.
Yeah.
I want to get into the nitty-gritty of it.
Wait. He flew back from Green Bay to hang out with Craig?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, got it.
I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty.
He got back Sunday morning in Teterboro.
Yeah.
Drove over to Craig's.
Right to the Carton compound.
The football in the backyard. And then what happened with the funny moment?
I live 40 minutes from Teterboro.
I know.
That being said, I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of it.
Of course not. No.
But you guys don't play video games as I do. Roasted peppers.
I think I know where you're going. But go ahead.
So, I was playing Madden, as I told you. Madden 22.
You lost 45-0 as the Giants.
No, excuse me.
That's what you told us.
I told you that Mike Glennon led the Giants on their only scoring drive.
Yes, and that Danny Dimes
was 45-7.
My apologies.
Danny Dimes threw 5 picks.
Don't short him the one touchdown he scored, okay?
That's right. Don't. Please. Thank you.
I apologize.
Danny Dimes threw for 200 yards in the first half and had 5 picks.
Moved the ball a lot, didn't capitalize in the red zone.
Not that it's real life, I understand it's not. But that before I get to the Sala thing, one other aspect of the game, if you're a Giant fan, should bother you to your core. So I run a mesh option. All right. I've got Saquon in the backfield, fakes the block on the blitzing linebacker, rolls out to the right. If I play it right against the right defense, he's wide open. Simple little toss, lob pass. He's got nothing but daylight in front of him. Now, he's not Danny Jones. He's not going to trip on the 7-yard line with no one tackling him. And no one should catch him either because he's Saquon Barkley, right?
Coming off a torn ACL, though.
Got caught from behind.
Yeah, see?
And I've got the right button in. I'm on a full-out sprint down the right side, Evan. Saquon got caught from behind.
You wonder why Giant fans hate you. So first you're citing Daniel Jones's Madden rating, and now Saquon Barkley got caught from behind on Madden.
He got caught.
He's done.
The knee isn't 100%
contract extension.
Yeah.
Get him off the team.
The explosive speed ain't there.
They got Devontae Booker's on this team.
He's, by the way, I threw the same play to Booker.
Didn't get caught.
Didn't get caught.
Yep.
Ran out of bounds by mistake, but didn't get caught.
Now, here's the real question. Which Jet caught Saquon from behind?
You know, I should have remembered that. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you an answer. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you know what position the guy
That's a
played?
shame.
No, I'm assuming he was either a cornerback or one of our starting safeties. But I don't know.
Marcus May?
Who are those guys?
I'm not going to make it up. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But I'll say this.
Ashton Davis.
Saquon got caught from behind by a member of the Jet defense.
So I want everyone to understand this,
If you're a Giant
fans.
fan, that should bother you.
You guys are done. You're done for 3 reasons, according to Craig Carton. Number 1, your coach doesn't play your regulars in the first 2 preseason games. Done. Number 2, Daniel Jones' Madden rating sucks. Done. And number 3, Saquon Barkley is damaged goods, according to Madden. You're done. Why bother watching the season? Go find a new quarterback.
I'll give you number 4.
Is that well said, Craig?
I'll give you number 4.
Yeah.
Kadarius Toney and Kenny Galladay are not practicing in, full 11 on 11
What's
yet.
the status of these guys? Like, do we
It's
know when
very
Kenny Galladay and
mysterious.
Kadarius
I have the
Toney are gonna be
answer.
there?
I believe you said, ask your mother.
Galladay, no full teamwork expected this week. And for Toney, Joe Judge said he'll remain with the injured group and possibly work into early individual stuff.
So you said something earlier where if the Giants got off to a bad start, the Giants shouldn't say, hey, they didn't have enough time to play together because of their lack of playing in the preseason. That won't be their excuse, but here's what's going to happen with Daniel Jones specifically. Saquon Barkley, Kenny Galladay are clearly their 2 best offensive weapons.
Oh, Ingram, too.
Okay.
I mean, he's legitimate.
No, he's not.
He's open every play.
He's not their 2.
Yeah, but you got to catch the ball.
First of all, I'm not accepting that. It's such a BS answer. I think Sterling Shepard over Evan Ingram any day of the week.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay?
Shepard had 7 catches for 93 yards.
Give me a break. Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
So, just for the sake of this, I know CeeLo would agree because he's an intelligent Giant fan. Your 2 best offensive weapons are Kenny Galladay and Saquon Barkley.
Sure.
They may not be ready for the start of the year. We have no idea.
Right.
Makes Evan Ingram even more important.
Stop with the Evan Ingram obsession. He's not any good. You know it.
No,
I wouldn't.
By the way, you guys couldn't be more wrong.
I would not say he's not good.
He cost the Giants a playoff berth last season. That drop against the Eagles in the first regular season game was an absolute killer.
He's a frustrating player.
And don't give me this Pro Bowl garbage because he didn't deserve to
I never brought up the Pro Bowl.
Then what are you giving me? What do you cite
Evan Ingram is one of the best.
Yeah, finish the sentence. Go ahead.
I know they listen to tight end. I don't view him as a tight end.
He is a tight end.
I don't view him as a real tight end, but whatever. Evan Ingram's a difference maker.
Okay, give me a break.
He is.
Kenny Golladay and Saquon Barkley are difference makers, and they're
Is that
needed
right?
in this revamped Giant offense. And as we sit here today, I don't know the answer. You don't either. Maybe Joe Judge doesn't. Are these guys going to be ready?
As long as Evan Ingram's ready.
Yeah, because that worked last year, didn't it?
Evan Ingram's a phenomenal.
You got to stop with this. Evan Ingram
He's
is phenomenal.
great.
A lot of
He
talent.
is.
Or wait a second.
He's a starter on every team in the league.
Hold on.
I don't know about that.
purposely,
Oh, yeah, no.
Are you purposely trying to piss off Giant fans?
No.
Between Daniel Jones
I would
and
take
Madden
Evan Ingram on the
rating-
Jets right now if I could. I wouldn't blink an eye.
Why? Because
you want to
Christopher
get rid of him?
Herndon stinks?
If you guys hate him so much, I'll give you a 5th rounder for him right now. You guys all hate him. How much do you hate him? You said you hate him.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'll give you a 5th rounder for Evan Ingram today.
What?
Bingo, bango.
Why are you dying on this hill?
Because Evan Ingram's fantastic.
Evan Ingram's overrated, man.
Evan Ingram is a difference
At least in
maker.
your mind, he's overrated.
Okay, he's a difference maker.
I didn't say I hate him.
You guys, listen.
Frustrating player. Yes.
He's
Switzerland.
frustrating, yes. For sure he's
Do
frustrating.
you agree that Evan Ingram, in essence, cost them a playoff spot
No,
last
that's
year?
silly. Come on.
What do you mean it's silly?
That's
that
silly.
catch, they win the football game. It's a different
there aren't
season.
50 other players, guys make
I
mistakes.
think that's the number
they won
one
6
play.
games.
No, that's the number one play from last year that I think most fans would cite as that was a
They
killer.
won 6 games.
Yeah, they would have won 7 games. if it
Right.
was
I mean, come on. What are we doing?
So, Ev, I'll give you
you
the
guys.
spin.
You guys hate on Evan Ingram too much. All of you, Giant fans, you're crazy. Evan Ingram's is a difference maker. You're gonna love him this year.
Should be ultra motivated after last year. How's that?
I would take Evan Ingram on the
No?
Jets in a heartbeat. A heartbeat.
Him and your boy Tyler Croft, 2 tight
Hey,
end
did you see
sets.
Tyler
Bang.
Croft 2 touchdowns on
I did,
Sunday,
yeah.
man.
Let's relax. Fantastic. I'm happy about it. I didn't know we had a tight end.
Well, we haven't.
You may not, by the way.
Why not?
Well, I mean, it's preseason. and He may be nothing.
Also,
you remember
watch him
Steve-
get cut.
Remember a guy named Stevie Anderson? I remember him catching a touchdown pass against the Giants in 1994. Never heard of him ever
No,
again.
I don't remember
It's
that.
called the preseason.
Okay. Okay.
Exactly. You like that? Someone remembers Stevie Anderson.
Who doesn't?
Got it.
He was Flipper's brother.
All right, got a couple Yankee things for you here. We told you earlier, Zach Britton is on the 10-day IL. That's retroactive to Friday. Left elbow sprain. They took an MRI. I guess he was feeling not so great yesterday. Some
He's done for the
soreness.
year.
Well, we'll see.
That's what it is.
You love these, I know. Luke Voigt was named American League Player of the Week. It's right up your alley. I know
He's
you're
11 years old and gets a bottle of Yoo-Hoo
big
with
fan
it.
of that.
So silly, like,
Did you? You're a big Yoo-Hoo guy.
I
aren't
hate
you?
Yoo-Hoo.
Oh, you hate Yoo-Hoo.
Did you
Disgusting.
love that Luke Voigt celebration with the Stone Cold Steve Austin water bottle thing? That was freaking awesome.
I liked it because Luke Voigt's real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
He's
it's
got a
not.
personality.
Like, I tell you what, and I really am not picking. I thought Javi Baez on the second double yesterday, pointing to himself for an extended period of time.
Yeah, it was long. Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Yeah. Like, you're 7 games out. You blew a 20-game lead, and it's all about you. Luke Voigt, to me, was real in the moment.
That slide from
You
Baez
don't think
was pretty
that's
sick,
real
though.
in the moment, though?
I think it's
I mean, let's
different.
think about it. The Mets are dead in my mind, but to the players, I hope they don't agree with me. I hope they think
agree
they're
with you.
alive.
Well, he's
And so
back. He's trying to turn it around
right,
now.
and you
so.
want to show fire. And to Javi's credit, he made an impact yesterday.
Strike out again and get back to me.
Well, he had a big day yesterday.
He
a couple
did.
of
No,
doubles.
I said it.
Yeah.
Second double.
So
It's all
then-
about me. It's all about
Nah,
me.
you're looking at
It's
it the
all
wrong
about
way.
everybody. Look at me.
Javi Baez is certainly an emotional player, and maybe there's a part of him that's pumped up for himself, but he helped the team.
Yes.
If the Mets were down 9-1, I'd agree with you.
I agree with you on that
I would
part.
completely
He's
agree.
also not coming back next year. Okay.
Well, I don't know about that, man.
Pretty sure about it.
I don't know about that.
It's Lindor's boy.
I'm going to have dinner with Steve Cohen in a couple weeks. I'll
Okay.
ask him for
You guys iron that out.
Did you
Cool.
ever pull that off?
I talked to Chris Christie sat in for you
I
on
saw
Tuesday.
that clip on Twitter, and Christie
Yeah.
was like, no.
Yeah, well, that's just his way of having fun.
That
with
was
me.
what I saw in the clip. He's like, no,
It's the
absolutely
rare
not.
time in life where no means yes.
Right. Really?
It's the only time in life where a no meant
And
yes.
Wait a second. So you have dinner with Steve Cohen.
That's right.
Or you're there, you're sitting there. What the hell are you going to even talk to him about? You're not going to talk to him about the Mets.
No.
You don't care.
We talk about life.
Right. So you're going to offer no insight about Javier Baez coming back.
It's like I told you, like when Mike McCagnon called me at my house.
Right.
And said, we were becoming friendly, and I was fixing a dryer. And he says, hey, it's Mike. Hey, Mikey back. What's up?
Right.
And there's pleasantries out of the way. How are you? How's your family? All that kind of stuff. And he said, well, what do you want to know? I go, about what? I thought it was an agenda.
No, I get that.
It's a dangerous question to ask.
He goes,
Craig,
what do you
by the
want to know? I go, I've told you this before. About what?
Right.
He goes, about the Jets.
Yeah.
Like off the record, if there's something
But
you
then
want to know,
the vault is
we
open.
can build
Yeah.
an off-the-record
But
relationship.
Craig, you're not
Hang on.
seeing the issue here.
So I said to him, nothing.
I'm good.
Right.
I go, I'm fixing a dryer. And I go, as a matter of fact, can I call you back? And,
Got a guy on the other line about some white
he
walls.
goes,
I'll call you
"So,
later.
You don't know anything? I go, no, pretty good.
But you're not seeing the issue with this?
With
Like
what?
you don't see the issue?
I'll ask what Steve Cohen's
would
different.
anybody give a rat's ass then about you having lunch with Steve Cohen?
Well, because I'm going to ask him.
No insight.
Because I'll ask him.
You don't care.
Well, for you, I'll ask him.
Oh, so for me,
I'll go in with this. I have my little notebook here.
What's your question?
And I'll say, Steve, a couple questions I have to ask for the guys. Just for the guys. Okay, number one. Are we going to tender an offer to Conforto?
Well, they are. That's an easy answer. The answer is yes.
Syndergaard?
Come on. Don't waste your time with dumb questions.
All right. Are you going to make an offer to Javi Baez? Right?
The way Jeff McNeil's playing and J.D. Davis, why wouldn't you make an offer to Javi Baez? Why, those two guys need to be permanent Mets? J.D. Davis swings through more fastballs than I do.
He's also batting over 300 and carried you to a win yesterday.
This is why I don't do that with you.
Who are you talking about, J.D. Davis?
Yeah, he is.
Shut your mouth with J.D. Davis.
If you want to talk stats, he is.
This is why I don't do that.
Why?
Because you're you.
Well, I'm giving you an opinion.
And you get into the weeds with me.
Well, I'm just telling you.
When if I'm eating burgers and dogs or filet with Steve Cohen and skating on his backyard rink and bowling in his brand new bowling alley, I'm not talking about OPS.
You're going to talk about your dryer and how it needs to be fixed.
First, I'm going to talk about money.
Well, your money
and
or
if
his
I can
money?
have some.
Yeah.
You have enough?
Wait,
little trinkets.
Can the
couple
governor...
little pieces of Bitcoin.
You know what you should ask the governor? If you were thinking straight, and I don't think you were, you should ask the governor, can Steve stop by our suite on Thursday night when we're at the Met Giant game?
I'll do you one better.
A nice little hello.
Would you like to come with me to his suite?
Would I like to
He's not coming to the SNY suite.
What if he's not even at the game?
Oh, he'll be at the game. He goes to almost every game. That's legit.
He's a diehard fan.
That is legitimate. He's at almost every game.
Almost is not all.
I agree, but let's just assume he's there for this. They're playing the Giants, good, best team in baseball, arguably next to the Yankees. Would you like to come with me to his suite?
The question is, would you like to come with me to his suite? See, Steve Cohen follows me on Twitter. He doesn't follow you.
It's true.
I mean, that's a fact. That's an indisputable fact.
Look at cut him deep. Look at that reaction.
It's a true statement. And I'm not one to name drop or anything. I don't. That's your job. But I just want to point that out.
He's a very charitable guy.
There's a good chance he knows who I am and is like, Craig.
No, I confirm that. So I confirmed on Tuesday who he knows and who he doesn't know.
Who doesn't he know?
He doesn't know you.
Why does he follow me?
That's a very good question.
Right.
He doesn't know Steve Summers.
Okay.
He doesn't know Giannotti.
Why does he follow G?
I don't know.
He doesn't follow you.
He doesn't know Moose or Maggie.
Right. So he only knows you and Boomer.
He didn't know me at the beginning.
Oh, he didn't? Okay.
How about that? That's real.
That doesn't...
When Carton and Robert started, he said to Chris Christie, I think I've heard the name. Remind me who that is again?
Right. No, I believe that. But again, how do you explain the follows that he's doled out that doesn't include
I think
you?
his people did it. I don't know.
His people. Wait a second. Have you seen Steve Cohen's Twitter account? Do you think his people do anything on his Twitter account?
I don't know.
Whether it's talking about that GameStop thing or the Mets OPS, I think it's Stevie doing the tweets.
What else you got, Steve?
Hasn't tweeted since the critical tweet of the Mets, by the way.
Because it became a big story and,
By the way, as a Met fan, I completely agree with this tweet. My only response would be this, and this is my new thing, and it's your thing too.
Well, hold on. Who says it's my thing?
Because trust me, when I say it, you'll realize.
Plus, the story's 2 weeks old.
When Steve Cohen tweeted it out, it was a week ago.
You were dying to do a show when you were on vacation. You can't help yourself.
I channeled Clint Capella, and I said, okay, what are you going to do about it?
Did you respond to his tweet by saying that?
No, I thought it. I didn't want to tweet. I was on vacation. I said to myself, all right, Steve, I'm with you. I agree with you. You're saying what every fan thinks. But here's what you have that I don't have. Here's what you have that no Met fan has. Power. So I'll ask you again. What are you going to do about it?
You didn't ask him the first time.
I'll ask him when we meet him.
Can you ask him in that voice?
I completely agree.
Hold on. Let me just get this right.
Yeah.
So I get invited to go to his suite on Thursday.
You weren't invited anywhere.
Let's just play this out.
You begged the governor like a child.
Let's just play.
Please, Mr.
Let's play
Governor,
this out for a second.
Take me to his suite. I'll love you forever.
Hang on. Play this out for a second. Let's pretend on Thursday I do get invited. And I'm allowed to bring you. Let's just play that out. Just so I understand this. We go to the owner's suite during the game, which is already going to bother you because you're going to miss a couple pitches.
It would bother me, yes.
All right?
100%.
And Steve, Craig Carton, pleasure. My partner, Evan Roberts, legitimately biggest Met fan on the planet. Very quickly, you're going to say, so what you going to do about it?
No, not right out of the gate. That would be a like if we started talking about the team, right? Like we discussed the team. I would say it like this. Make believe you're Steve. Steve, I got to tell you.
You are again?
I'm the guy you follow on Twitter and actually tweeted out once.
Yes.
That guy. Not the one that you haven't followed.
Got it.
I'd say, Steve, I loved what you tweeted out last week. I loved it. But what kept jumping into my brain was You have the power to do something about it. So my question is, what are you going to do about it?
What are you going to do about
That's how I would frame it.
Security, small red-headed man in the owner's box without permission. Please remove him.
That's a compliment.
You're going to lose season ticket status. You're going to lose your parking lot status.
What are you going to do?
You're going to be
about
watching the games from a sports bar on SNY.
You're missing what I just said. I didn't say anything negative. I said I agree with you. Now, what are you going to do about it? You're the owner of the team. And by the way, I think I know what he's going to do about it. I think he's going to nuke it. Like the Independence Day line, you like movie references?
Oh,
nuke
yeah.
them.
Nuke them. Nuke
the bastards.
That's right.
I think he's going to make incredible changes that maybe today we would say, whoa, you're really going to do that?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think he would do. Okay. And so that's my question. What are you going to do about it? Because that was my thought when that tweet came out. Great. I agree. I don't
think you would word it that way.
I definitely would. As a Clint Capella, I would.
I know, but I don't think you would. Because I think that could be viewed as disrespectful.
Not with that much moxie.
I don't think you're not going to go to the multi-billionaire owner of the Mets and going, "What are you going to do about it?"
No, I'm going.
That's not. You're not going to do that. You know,
I would probably.
You're going to back off that wall.
No, I'm not.
Mr. Cohen, sir, if I may.
Excuse me,
no,
sir. May I please put forth a question to you, sir?
No.
Would you like me to write it, email it, or is it okay if I utter the word?
I would say, first of all, I've asked these guys these questions before.
You might say like,
so I'm not afraid of it. I had to hijack
afraid.
a Mets season ticket holder meeting to ask Sandy Alderson a question.
Yeah, but in person, in his box.
In person, that's where I did
Hold on. I didn't say you're afraid of it, but you're not going to go with that lip. What you going to do about it?
What I would do is I would
you're going to say you're the owner, you have the power, just out of curiosity.
No, that's not how I would
as a lifelong fan who's given a lot of his money and time to the Mets. What are your plans for the future?
What should I expect
I would actually
winter?
say to him, hold on, guys. I would say to him, I don't know if you're a basketball fan, but the Knicks got just embarrassed by Atlanta. And one of Atlanta's key players, a guy named by the name of Clint Capella, said to the Knicks, what are you going to do about it? So I ask you, as a diehard Met fan who has invested way too much money in this team, and by the way, thanks for sending the playoff bill last week. Great timing. I would say, so in the words of Clint Capella, I agree with that tweet. Now, what are you going to do about it?
See, I'm mad at you
that's
now.
how I'd phrase
I'm mad at you now.
Why?
Because
no backbone.
No, forget about that. Now I'm pissed at you.
Backbone?
I'm legitimately pissed at you.
Why? Because I took a shot at your precious Knicks?
No. Because you just dropped a little dime in there that I was unaware of that would have been a great topic for the radio.
What was that?
And you didn't come to the table, as I ask everyone on this show every day when we meet at 1:15, what's going on that I might not know so that we can have a conversation about it on the air.
You jotted one thing down.
The New York Mets sent out the contracts for playoff tickets last week.
How is that not a story? No. Let me make fun of you now. So you just said to me, and I quote, now you're bringing up Steve Cohen's tweet that's a week old?
Yeah.
The bill is 2 weeks old.
I didn't know about it 2 weeks ago.
Beningo was sitting there.
Did you bring it up?
Yes, I talked about it on the air.
Oh, good job.
Thank you, sir. I said, Joe, can you believe the Mets just sent me a playoff bill? And he gave the response.
I apologize. Well done.
Yes.
Good preparation.
Now, you wanted me to bring this up to you 2 weeks later?
No, I didn't know it happened 2 weeks ago.
We can bring it up. Hey, now that the Mets are 7 games out, how many of you out there paid the playoff bill? How many of you people responded to the Mets? I did not. I did not respond because I knew this was coming. And say, you know what? I'm going to hold off giving you thousands of dollars for fictitious games that will never happen.
Okay. I'm going to give out the poll results now.
What was the poll again?
You know what the poll was.
The poll was...
What you going to do about it?
Has Evan for tweeting out the Mets is dead.
Has Evan Roberts given up on the Mets this season when he tweeted out? He tweeted out, as you know, the season's over.
I should be 100%, no?
It should be 100%, but it's not 100%. Yet, as I correctly predicted, you're wrong again. 73% believe you have given up on the season.
I haven't given up. I think they're done. I don't think they'll make the playoffs. I didn't send my playoff bill to the Cohens yet because I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. But will I be locked in every single night? Will I still be going to Citi Field? Will I still live and die with every pitch like I normally do? Yes.
But you've given up.
But I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
You support them while having also given up on them winning the division. Fair enough.
I don't think
the SNY Fan Choice Poll was sponsored by Duncan. They're still here. Thank you. It's time to get back, New York, so come to Duncan for the boost you need to get back running all the way back to the beach. I did try to do an update there, But he's so happy to be back. We had to let him get out of his system.
You're blaming me.
Yeah, if you go back and listen to the tape, there's a lot there.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Because
it's all good.
You picked and you picked.
It's all good.
And I need to respond.
I know you missed it. We're here for you. It's like therapy.
By the way, you've gone soft on him today.
I've been nice to him.
No,
Yes.
but
About what? Because I don't want to argue. You know what I enjoyed last week? There was no arguing. It was nice and easy.
Peace,
Yeah, you got
harmony.
to trample over everybody. I'm sure you love that.
There's no trampling.
Sit over there, son. Let me say something stupid that you won't push me
It was
on.
nice and easy, laid
Yes.
back. So I know he got to get out of his systems. First day back. I totally respect that from a radio standpoint. Hoping tomorrow's better.
But you've got one chance today. Once tomorrow arrives, it's over.
I do?
Yeah. Something Evan did at the end of his vacation that you've let slide. Maybe you worked that in.
Something Evan did. All right, let me think
between
about
now
that.
and
Think about it
6:40.
during break.
I did at the
6:40,
end of my
6:25.
6:40.
Yeah, well, someone else will cover 6:25 to 6:40 because I've been always told
the commercials will cover it.
6:25.
I thought we go 2 to 7.
Now when the Yankees play, we
Yeah,
don't.
but the pre's at 6:40
Yes.
tonight.
What happened?
6:40.
Why was the game start late tonight?
Yeah, 7:20 first pitch.
Why is that?
That's what the Braves do in
that's
Atlanta.
Oh, is that right?
That's a brief
just their
start time thing, yeah.
Are you allowed to do that on your own? Like if the
Yes.
Mets or Yankees wanted to, they could just say
Yes.
7:35.
Yankees
do
are
you
7:05, Toronto 7:07, Mets are 7:10.
Do you
Yes.
remember that the Yankees earlier this season had those early start times?
The whole month of
6:30?
April, yeah, 6:30.
Yeah, I think the Cincinnati Reds still do some early start times.
But
The
that's totally
Indians-
arbitrary. So the team and the regional sports network can do that on the.
Yeah, I think the only
I'd say you
thing-
can't start at 11. But
Yeah, I think
within the hour.
only thing you can't do with the union is like have just a bunch of day games. I think there is something in the union, but if you want to start a game at 7:02 or 7:12,
Yeah,
or
within the hour, I would
7:26,
guess.
How about that?
Outside
Doesn't
of a
matter.
national TV
All
situation.
right, I didn't know that. So there you go. I'm learning
that?
a lot today. It's great to have you back.
Is it?
Yes. Look what I learned. I learned that, and I learned that the last time two teams with 9-game win streaks facing each other was in 1901.
Well, I brought that to you.
Oh,
not
good
him.
job,
Yeah.
Steele. 1-1. Who's going to break the tie?
And you were enamored by the fact that that was the case because it is an amazing fact.
337-6666. There's a whole bunch of stuff I wrote down I want to get to today, and
Including what I just mentioned.
I guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow to get to it at this point. But we'll see how it goes. Your call's still coming up as we get ready for the 10th consecutive Yankee win. And are you like Evan? Have you given up on the Mets, or you still think they have
I
a
did not
chance
give
to
up.
possibly win the division? After this on the Fan.
I have not given up. Grubhub is by far the best place to order food from the restaurants you love. I downloaded the Grubhub app. I found incredible delivery deals, free food and rewards from local restaurants and national favorites. All the deals are just a tap away with Perks. And even better, deals are updated every day, so I'm always able to discover something new. Perks on pizza, tacos, sushi, and more, providing a variety of options for the picky eaters in my house. So get the deals you love on the food you love with Perks from Grubhub and grub what you love.